Welcome back in, everybody. It seems the game is kind of small, so I will go and make it a little bit bigger. 1 second. Grab that. Here we go. The game's a little bit loud too. Oh, it does appear to be so. Let me turn that down a bit. Welcome in. Hiya Nimby, hi News, hiya Luca, hiya Master, hiya Zack, hiya Gravy, hiya Flash. Hi, and welcome everyone. The game is now better. Very good, very good. So happy Valentine's Day. Oh, you are unfortunately 8 days late, but thank you though. I missed the snack. I'm afraid you missed the snack, Zack. I for a second I thought I was gonna have 3 hours of snacks. But only about 2.5 in the end. I like your beautiful eyes, thank you. I bet George wants some snacks. Ah, you Scott. I did forget to give you guys a worm. I'm gonna quickly get you guys a worm. 1 second. Worm B and G. Because you guys are supposed to have your tequila worm. And I did say you guys were allowed to have a worm this stream. 1 second. For everybody who sat through the 2 hours of snacks, thank you for joining me in 2 hours of snacking. But now it's time for gaming, and now we're gonna be playing some Broken Swords. Hiya Vivi, hiya hey. Oh, and a good custom bun coming in. Thank you, thank you. So for people who weren't here last time on Broken Swords, we, as well as our girlfriend, got attacked. They tied us up and put us in a flaming apartment with a spider. We killed the spider. We kind of put out the flames. We escaped. We found our girlfriends at the docks. It turns out there's an evil demon that they're probably worshipping here. We asked around it. Everybody's like, don't stop showing us the statue. We don't stop it. It's gonna bring bad luck. We blew up a prison. The guy we rescued from prison, I think, got arrested again. We found a general, and Nico flirted with him as an interview so that we could blow up the prison. And we have a worm in our pocket. We have a soggy worm instead of a soggy tissue. We can unfortunately not show to everyone. Hey Polly, welcome in. They worship the evil Seabun here. We have not found the Seabun or the Bone Lord cult, but they might be worshipping the Bone Lord. We don't really know. We know this.
It was the flint statue of Tezcatlipoca I found in Marseille.
I have a feeling they might be trying to revive Tezcatlipoca. I think that's the one they're trying to revive. Happy Saturday, happy Car Day. Happy Car Day, love your outfit, thank you, thank you. So last we left off, we broke out of jail, we took a boat, and now we're in paradise. We haven't actually looked around here yet. This will be our first time looking around. I'm just gonna switch over to my headphones, so we're not gonna get any echo over here. 1 moment. There's no evil Seabun. I'm proof of that. Don't ask about the Bunch and Bone Farms. The Bunch and Bone Farms are fine. Oh, and thank you, Master. Thank you. And welcome in, Sleep Sea. Welcome, welcome. And let me just quickly... There we go. Switched over to headphones. And then we can start the game. Okay, let's look around. We've got a washing machine. Which was broken. Let me turn the sound up a little bit more. It's a bit quiet for me. There we go. Is the game loud enough for you guys? Okay, this should be yeah, it was really quiet for me for a second too. Is this loud enough? Neighbors haven't complained about noise, no. To be fair, like I said, I can be kind of noisy here, though I do keep wondering that the buns out on the street might be able to hear me. Now we hear it, it's fine? Okay, excellent, excellent. Then we should be good, Let's take these vines with us. Never know when you need some vines.
Vine rope could be useful.
Durkin here is loud on purpose. That makes sense, Washing machine.
Is broken.
Probably can't fix that yet. We'll probably need some tools. We got a bridge. Okay.
Perfect for a game of poo sticks.
Oh, I know poo sticks. That's like the Winnie the Pooh thing where you throw the sticks down the river. And this game makes me want to play Roller Coaster Tycoon because the music is similar to the merry-go-round. You gotta do it. You gotta play it then. Oh, I'm still on just chatting. I should change that. Good thinking. Good thinking. I nearly forgot. Seconds. Here we go. That should do it. That should do it. Okay. Check the water wheel.
The iron rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin from my fingers if I touched it. The
It
water
does
wheel had
seem
been built to
sharp.
provide a natural source of power. The wheel had a rim of roughly beaten iron.
Okay, it does keep mentioning the rim. It makes me wonder if I should like put a stick in it to sabotage or something. Just because he keeps bringing it up. Oh, I can take the cross? Really?
It was a large wooden cross.
Oh, really, Georgie? You gonna take this? Georgie!
It was heavy. I guess that was
Georgie!
intentional.
He's gonna. I'm gonna stick this cross in the water wheel. If only I had a dipstick, it's okay. We got a cross now.
I couldn't see any great benefit in sharpening the cross.
Really? You don't want a sharpened cross? I see many benefits. What if you find a vampire? They don't make games like this anymore, yeah. That would have been useful during the snacking part? By just getting? Wait, really? I did not know.
I couldn't see any...
Are they always so psycho? Good question. This bit takes me back. I'm excited. Okay, can I put it in the press? Seems he's willing to carry it there. Also, hey, Damascus. Okay. Ah.
The leverage from the cross allowed me to turn one of the stones, but the other one remained stationary.
Okay, to be fair, I hadn't, like, checked this area yet to see what this press is
Two
used
round
for.
stones were carefully balanced on a wooden structure.
Okay.
The stones were too heavy to turn by hand.
I mean, can I just turn one stone at a time, perhaps? I guess the other stone doesn't have any holes in it, does it? No, it's just the one stone. So I guess I need to find a way to
The
connect
leverage from the
those.
cross allowed me to turn one of the stones, but the other one remained stationary.
That's fine, I can figure that out. I can figure that out somehow. And possibly... What if I put some vines on it? Tie them together? Ah! See? See?
The vine provided a drive belt to connect the two stones.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think vines would provide enough grip to do what he's trying to do here. But you know, I trust Georgie on his high intelligent, low wisdom, MacGyverism, so should be okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Now I had the contraption working.
So, I'm not actually sure what I want the contraption doing yet, but that will definitely become useful. Am I doubting George? Almost constantly. I mean, I could put many things in there. The question is, what do I want to put in there? Surely not my worm. He did outsmart the whole conspiracy. That's true. That's true. I don't think I have anything I necessarily want to break apart, but they're probably gonna give me something to grind later. This George isn't curious enough. I think this George might be almost too curious, actually. Okay, let's keep looking around. Oh wait, that's the... There must be something else I can pick up or do here. Treehouse. I mean, we don't have a ladder or anything, it looks like, to get inside.
Hello? Anyone home? I always wanted a treehouse like that when I was a kid.
I mean, you could probably climb that, not too hard, just like climb up on the sides. As a kid, I definitely could have climbed that. Hey, killed say hey. Oh, we've got some leaves. Let's take the leaves. Maybe you'll need to press a pair of pants.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
You know, in this game, he's really putting together his outfit swaps, so maybe he does have to press his pants.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Don't want to pull up this pile of damp leaves?
It seemed to be working just fine. A wooden box was connected to the nearby water wheel.
You see? The boats? No, they've always been this big. You're just imagining things. Hey, Anu. You know, normally... They're more covered. Okay, we got the stream. Let me see.
I briefly considered diving into the crystal waters.
Oh, that would be kind of
Very
refreshing.
briefly.
That would be
The
kind of
sound
nice.
of running water always made me need the toilet.
Don't go pee, Georgie. Simple lights. Give us a Scott whispers in your ear, believe me. George whispers in your ear, believe in yourself. There's a gaslighting me? No, no, no. Check the regular model. It's about the same size. Okay. There must be something else in this area that needs picking up or interacting with. Might be mixing a pixel somewhere. Hey, Amanor. Hey. Okay. Doesn't feel like doing anything with the leaves. Don't see anything that could reasonably interact with the leaves. Okay. Yeah, exactly like Gordon says. Let's keep looking. Oh, there's a cross here. Like, I've seen the cross. I've used that. Soup unstuffed in the shirt? That's not true. I mean, I've got the press working. What needs pressing? Like, would anything help me get up? Can't seem to, like, move off screen. Then 4 bones? It's a gaslighting stream now. I need to find bump water wheel leaves. And the cross. It's only really for that thing. Get some rice to press or something, yeah. I mean, with the items I have...
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Like, what am I...
It was the box of gourmet dogs, sure. As if I let a stupid dog loose in the kitchen. There was a cute picture of a boxer dog wearing oven mittens.
Oh, you really likes the dog box. And was out of cheese sundae? Get yourself some more cheese sundae. You put toilet paper, you buy your boobs. The boobs don't get bigger, you're just stuffing your bra. That's not how things work. That is the classic. Press the worm.
It was
worm
that
pressed.
itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry.
You have to remember George is kind of an asshole. I know, like, I already tried sabotaging this, but he didn't want to put the cross inside of it. Need to combat flat Joe conspiracy theorists. There's so many of them suddenly. Let's see, what else would I want to break? What would I want to press? I mean, all the logical... Wait, really? This thing? How would you want to press that, Georgie? Why do you want to press that, Georgie?
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Georgie! Georgie! Georgie, what? Okay, I'm gonna grind up the coal, the worm. Oh, you're going to bed? Sleep tight, or see bunny dreams. I think I've commented before, you're not the first person to say it, yeah? It goes much less noticed on the regular model. I mean, let's try the crossnet again. Leaving flat Joe theory? It's a ridiculous theory. Absolutely ridiculous. It's okay, I don't need the hint yet. I'm just gonna have to figure out what I'm collecting inside of there. This organ is so loud. Means more. Means his outfit more. I believe in flat Joe too. Hey, you're being sneaky. Normally this is one of the more expensive redeems. It just happens to work out for Cat Day, you know?
It was a pile...
He doesn't want to take the leaves with him. And do some things on the screen out of order, not irreversibly, I see. The organ's gotta be loud enough so God can hear. That's true. After all, you do play an organ for God, so you want to make sure it's real loud. So it can be heard up in heaven. And not everything you can do is immediately useful. Quite clearly, yeah. Hi, VR. Hi. I clearly can't pick up. Do I want to like soak the panties? Leaves tobacco or something? No, because he won't let me pick up the leaves. Won't let me wet my worm. Strangle this organ player. God, me too. Hey, Walker, welcome in. Wait. Yeah, sure. Wet your... Georgie was...
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded
Really,
onto
Georgie?
the leaves.
Really, Georgie? Just... wetting the idol and stuff. I guess you're sparking the idol. So I guess like we're using it to set the fire ablaze. I'm trying to like spark the leaves over there.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower
I
of
am making
sparks
fire,
cascaded
yeah.
onto the leaves.
Trying to burn the leaves and or the tree. I guess I can put the coal in the leaves then. Leaves are kind of damp currently. They won't let me pick up the leaves. Trying to put the coal in. I guess like if I grind the coal in the press. No, I won't do that. Am I trying to start a forest fire? Yeah, because Georgie society hasn't done enough crimes. Grinding up this worm. I bet you it's a time thing. No, that can't be it because the leaves are just damp in general. Like I must like find a proper fire starter, like add on top of the leaves, and then the fire starter will get the leaves going. But I can't grind my coal. I can't grind my worm. My worm is kind of soggy anyway, so what else could start a fire if not the coal? If they crime, he keeps the tissue. Soggy. Yep. I mean the cookies I feel like would be flammable. I guess like, yeah, I can put my paper in.
The newspaper clipping was just what I needed to kindle the damp leaves.
I'm not sure if that's like would kindle it that well, but you know, don't think it starts fire that well. That's fair. That's fair. Let's say good today. Your mind is in the gutter today. Oh, I just have a worm over here. There's nothing wrong with having a worm. Okay. Am I really just gonna burn out the organ player? Georgie.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Unbelievable, Georgie. This guy. Seriously, this guy.
Quick, man, put out that fire. I've got a sick woman up here.
Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
George really is out just starting a forest fire just to make someone come out. George, he just loves crimes. He just loves crimes. He just loves crimes. This is kind of par for the course for George, yeah. The sick woman? Hey, if he's like praying to God with the organ, it kind of makes sense.
What do you want?
My name is Stobart, George Stobart.
I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French.
No.
Huh? Why do you want to know that?
I found a young woman with a fever by the river this morning.
Ah.
Poor girl is close to
Oh
death.
no.
And there's nothing I can do for her but pray. I don't understand.
So that's why it is why he's playing the organ loudly.
Hang on. That must be Nico.
George X Crimes, my favorite pairing. The 1-2 pairing. Can't just yell at him to get his attention. He needs to play arsonist, yeah. It's the only way.
Hubert.
Okay, let's check in on Nico.
That's my girlfriend you've got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her?
She's been bitten by a venomous snake.
But
Nico!
can't you do something for me? There's a cure, isn't there?
I ran out penicillin and morphine years ago, but the local people speak of a root which they believe will counteract the poison.
I see.
What are you doing out here in the jungle?
God's work. Not quite the destination I had in mind when I set out, but
Father.
well, you know what they say? Mysterious ways and so on.
Father, that's easier to crime against God. He's doing his best out here in the forest, okay? I go, I know, I am doing well. She got bitten by a venomous sea bun? Yep. That's right. That's right, it was one of you guys. Not me, definitely not me.
You didn't plan to
I don't
end up
trust
here?
them. He
No.
seems nice.
I was on my way to the
He like
miners'
saved
camp in
Nico
the
and
north.
stuff.
I was stuck
Nice
here
enough.
when my boat capsized on the river.
That's exactly what happened to me. How long have you been here?
11 years.
Stevens have teeth? If they want to. They've got Might have you never seen what Seabun teeth looks like? They've got like the radius. And it like all slugs do. It's like basically like a circle of teeth. Very scary. And teeth aren't bones, exactly.
Where can I find this route?
I don't know. But maybe the shaman at the village can tell us.
Will you show me the way to the village?
Me? Oh, but I can't.
Can't. Nico's life depends on it.
You're right. Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame. But I can't go as a representative of God with a creased collar.
A creased collar? You mean you put your personal attire higher than the
Oh, that's
life
what we
of
have
a
to
sick
press
woman?
for.
I will not go to that village looking anything but my best.
Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
Wow. Well, okay, we're not pressing his pants, but oh my god, we're actually using it as a press.
In the meantime, I must contemplate my sermon.
Yeah, it really is for pressing clothes. Incredible. Incredible.
There was obviously more than a creased collar bothering the priest.
Oh, wow. Can I go up? He's sitting there.
Where do you think you're
I
going?
guess he won't let us through to find Nico.
I've got to see Nico.
Yeah.
Please, my son. I know it's hard for you, but she really mustn't be disturbed. The girl needs rest.
Now I'm not sure if I trust him anymore. Like, I was okay with him so far, but the fact he won't let me see Nico is kind of suspicious. Hey Cryptos, hi Bluey, and hi Carol. Welcome in, welcome in. It's like the SpongeBob Express, basically, yeah. You get a 3D animated water wheel. It's so cool. It's almost as good as Misty.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask him.
I guess I'll go press his shirt then. His collar, I guess. Hey, Musk. Hey.
So there I was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world.
Okay. And let's press his stuff. You know, if it works, it works. I mean, surely he had this
Press
thing as a
worked
press
surprisingly
here.
well on the collar.
Like, the priest must... Like, what else was he using these stones for, if not as a press? What were they for, if not that? You know? You press the C-button? You would press a C-button? That is not nice. That's really mean. Don't put me in the press. That's gonna flatten me out. It's
Here's
messed
your collar,
up.
Father.
Thank you, George. You probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
I do.
Oh no. If I've been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy too.
Screwy? Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my last visit to that village.
Suspicious. Gotta expect slug juice? You can just ask. I'll press a C-button right on its non-existing nose. You can see my... How do you think my glasses are keeping up, huh? Not very straight, but... You silly Ivan. Thank you for the follow. The machine running by using a cross? I mean, the cross saves.
Do you want to tell me what happened at the village?
I forgot my vows.
Oh.
I let myself be overwhelmed by the beauty
Oh,
of
did you
this
sin?
unspoiled paradise. And in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rampant head.
You know, you should be writing romantic novels.
So he found a lady. I think. Can we have some of your slug juice? I'll allow it this time. Oh, but only just because you asked nicely, and I was trying to make an example here.
Did you experience some kind of a physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing the monkey dance.
The monkey dance.
I've never heard it called that before. And I didn't want to pry any deeper into Hubert's murky past.
Oh no, he did the monkey dance. He did the monkey dance. I mean, that is beyond the pale. Clearly, he will be ashamed and exiled from his village for the rest of time. Monkey Island, what I joined into. This poor priest did the monkey dance, and now he can never return to civilization.
Now you've got your collar back, will you take me to the village?
I've still not finished my sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant to visit that village, and it's none of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
You're right. I must be crazy. We must make haste if we're to reach the village before nightfall.
Does mean they are
By
Monkey
the time
Island?
you reach the village,
I was
it
thinking
sunset.
Data from Mega Man. Doing the monkey. And do it, thank you, Nimby. Thank you.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
Good luck, Georgia. Georgie. Okay. Should save this
That's
little
a
funny
relief.
dialogue.
I
You
never
can easily
feel
miss it.
comfortable
Okay,
with him
okay.
about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
Hey, shall we learn the monkey dance? Yes. We must all learn the monkey dance. Okay, I'll save first. Paradise 2. Okay, right.
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
We only have dumb man. We have no wise man. You're in the wrong place.
Father Hubert said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
No, there's no one of that
No.
description here.
No one who
Ooh,
is
he must
wise.
mean the old man, the shaman.
I thought he just made up all those stories he tells. I never thought of him as being wise.
I see. I see. This is where Wiseman ended after dot hack. I think if we just do the monkey dance, maybe they'll be willing to help.
I'd like to see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol.
Hmm.
The shaman demands tribute.
Makes sense.
You
Makes
mean
sense.
like a gift?
That's right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything?
You know, to be fair, like... After all the wise men and that hack, I figured eventually he'd find a way back to force himself into my party. Miss Wiseman? No, you don't. No, you don't, miss that old fool. One village where everyone is the village idiot.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
A worm is always in demand. I will definitely show them my worm. Hi, Hina. Hi.
Give me a clue. What kind of things does your shaman like? Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a
Jigsaw
jigsaw
puzzle?
puzzle? Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know?
It's hard, it's true. Well, surely he could not resist my worm.
Look, I know it's not much, but I want your shaman to have this.
No way.
Do you expect him to eat that?
He's an old man, you know. He might choke.
Yeah, sure they won't send Ada to let her die. They'll prepare a feast to celebrate her death and cremation. But I guess they don't like my worm, which is really sad. Really sad. You think they'll like my dog cookies? Nobody wants the worm. They should be honored to get my worm. Oh, leave the dog treats? Okay.
This cone could have 1,000 uses.
Yeah? Like what?
A protective helmet?
I don't think so.
Hey, Cisco. Hey. I'm having a good time with it. It's a fun game.
Would your wise man have any use for lipstick?
Not in that color.
Nah, it's not
Haven't
his
you anything in
shades.
black?
Of course I don't.
Okay.
This stone is what brought me here.
That's a spirit stone. I wouldn't touch it if I was you.
You're right. It could be cursed.
Oh. Could be cursed. How
Here,
about the doggy
You'll like these
treats?
biscuits.
I mean, I guess that's the most edible thing we have
If
on
you say
us.
so.
Wow, he actually takes the dog biscuits, huh?
So, is this your first visit to our planet?
I am from the same planet as you. I'm from California. Why, we're practically neighbors.
Hmm. Oh?
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
Ah. We don't. That's the only biscuits I have.
There wasn't much point in sending the empty box back to the shaman.
Hmm.
There wasn't much.
Oh, save again. Okay, will they stop me?
Stop.
Okay.
This is a
I
private
guess I'm
village.
gonna go find some biscuit substitutes. What if I put my worm in my biscuit box?
I dropped the tequila worm into the empty box.
Oh, it's time for worm. Put my coal in.
There's already something in.
Oh, okay. Well, I think the coal is probably because he liked the black ones. They probably wants to use the coal. Let's see about giving him my worm biscuits. Hey, triple. Sure.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
Oh,
I'll give them to him.
it pains me to give away my worm, though. Pains me to give away my
What do
worm.
you do for entertainment here in the jungle?
We make documentaries. Me
Oh.
and Tabtic, we've appeared in 7 TV films and an article in National Geographic.
Ah.
He didn't want the little worm. He's a vegetarian.
Did I get my worm back? I did get my worm back. Okay, okay. Let's try to put a coal in.
I put my lucky piece of coal in the empty box.
I'm glad I got the worm back.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like the black ones, right?
I'll give them to him.
You know, he said he did like those, so I'm sure these will be fine. Well,
The shaman didn't want the black rock.
not fond of those, huh? Not fond of those. You want some of my lipstick?
I put the lipstick in the
Maybe
box.
I'll have to like grind the rock to be like smaller first, make it look more like a biscuit.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
Maybe I should put the panties in.
I'll give them to him.
Maybe the shaman will like them. Maybe the shaman will like them, you know? You do get to go back. This game is pretty good about not soft locking you. So I'm sure it
The
wouldn't
shaman
make you.
kept your gift of wax.
Oh.
He was pleased with it.
Oh. Kept the lipstick
Can I
then.
go see him now?
He wasn't that pleased.
Really? You keep my lipstick and don't even give it back? Okay. Now, I guess the lipsticks must not have been that plot important then, if you can actually lose it. about the
I
panties.
tucked the bright red panties in the empty box.
You know, he did keep the lipstick, so maybe
Here,
the panties
I
will
found some more of those
please him
biscuits
too.
for the shaman.
Okay,
I'll give them to him.
okay. Wait for it. Wait for it.
The shaman was pretty mad about those panties.
Well, I didn't mean to offend him.
You didn't. He was disappointed that they didn't fit.
See, we nearly had a hit with the panties. He nearly went for it. He nearly went for it. Will you get like super mad if I put like the little statue inside? People here really don't like the statue.
I put the statue in the empty box.
Mentioned underwear earlier. It's true. Mostly that didn't fit. It was a bit too tight.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
He might not like this. A lot of people in this area really hate the
give them to
statue, so he might not enjoy this. This guy's completely unoffended by all the things being handed over as biscuits. Really doesn't mind. Really very efficient.
The shaman said to give you back this statue.
He didn't want it?
He's already got one.
Oh, well, that's a surprise considering how much the people here hate that thing. Okay then, you want a poison dart?
I dropped the poison dart into the box with just a little itch of misgiving.
This might be a bad idea.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
This might be a bad idea. Offering me a box of biscuits? What's inside
give
of
them to
it? What did you put in there? What did you put in there, huh? When said F stop George? Oh, never. He loves crime.
It didn't work.
What?
Your feeble attempt to assassinate the shaman by concealing a dart within this box.
Oh, it was a gift. Well, it wasn't an assassination attempt. It was a gift. It was a gift. People don't understand gifts anymore these days.
I put the Mayan stone in the empty box.
Okay.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
Here you go. Here you go.
I'll give them to him.
Can't believe he took our lipstick. It's the one thing he kept around. Playing Bogus Sword? I am. I've played the first one too. The first one was a lot
The
of fun.
shaman wants to talk to you.
I
Oh.
hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to
Huh?
you guys.
You got in. Even gonna check for another assassination attempt? No, they were pretty okay with that. Hey, Doniki and Kaneki, thank you so much for the sub. Please enjoy the emotes. Thank you. Box was full of the most cursed fan arts. Well, I'll still take them. I'll still take the box.
I had nothing else to talk about.
Okay. We finally made it in. Let's take a look around here. There we go, the baskets. Campfire. Betty didn't question how he kept getting new biscuits. They're very trusting in this village, honestly.
That woman certainly wasn't the reason I'd come to the village.
Well, that's just rude.
The woman was grinding a sticky mess of corn
You
in
never
a bowl.
know what she has to say.
I couldn't think of any reason to steal the villagers' rock collection.
Well, that's fair. Starting to think they actually just want to get rid of the shame, not just hoping
It was a
the assassination
basket full of
attempt will
rocks.
work. I mean, I didn't have much respect for him, to
The
be
fire
fair.
was too hot to approach, even if I'd wanted to.
Mhm.
It was the focal point of the village, the communal cooking fire.
Okay.
That man wasn't the one I'd come looking for.
Mhm.
The man was busily weaving a cloth.
Hey, Dawn. I mean, the shaman's over there, obviously, but I mean, look around. What was it that he liked? He asked to come in after we showed him the stone. This man at work, George needs a reason to steal. I know, right? He usually even does it in front of other people, but I guess he just doesn't care about rocks. Please stop showing your worm to everyone.
It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm.
You can't stop me. I'll keep showing everybody my worm. They weren't chewing us out for trying to kill him. No, they were just disappointed. Disappointed we failed. Okay, hello, Mr. Shaman.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Please, sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, George.
Thanks.
It has long been foretold that a white man would bring the Coyote Stone to this village.
Oh, cutscene. Ooh, okay. Okay.
My girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
That's the idea. Can you do it?
I'm not sure. My gums aren't what they used to be.
You guys are just dirty-minded and don't appreciate a good worm.
Listen, my girlfriend's in a coma. Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
Why is Father Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
I don't know. He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
He has children? Oh god, he's a deadbeat dad. That's a tongue twister. Need to get him a new set of teeth? Well, he can still talk alright. Man, he needs to go visit his children.
Did you
God.
say Father Hubert has kids?
3 girls and 5 boys by my reckoning.
How many times did he do the
All conceived
monkey
in the
dance?
same week at the feast
In
of the
1
monkey
week?
dance.
Wow. It's a different kind of monkey dance than the one that Data does. Why else would he be called father? If he didn't have children, you know what? You raise a good point, but that's a lot. That's or in 1 week, huh? Well, it must have been one hell of a monkey dance. One hell of a monkey dance.
Father Hubert told me of a root which could cure the bite of the river snake.
There's nothing sacred with these people. That was our secret,
Oh.
known only to members of my tribe.
If that root is my chance of saving Nico's life, then I want it. Fast.
There is time yet, George Stobart. Time to learn why you were called here.
And forgive me, but I draw the line at absent parenting. Exactly. She would just have him had red lips if you give him the lipstick. Would have been kind of funny. Hey, Chicotti.
Fine. If I listen to your story, then will you give me the root?
The eel travels far, but still returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
Oh,
Many
cutscene.
years ago, when the world was young, the great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices. A group of loyal priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped forever. His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the 5th age.
Oh, that's
So
kind
the
of cool.
priests fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place,
Oh, and we have
they were
one of them.
seized by the invading
I
Spanish.
see, we have the coyote one.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him. At its center, they fashioned a huge mirror of perfectly smooth obsidian. Luring him into the pyramid with praise and flattery, they used sorcery to ensnare him in the mirror.
Aw. Okay, interesting. Hi, Chicotti, and hi, Erskine. My first time seeing the outfit. Thank you, thank you. I don't use it very often, but I quite like the maid outfit. It's a really fun one, and it's really cute. I will admit, I don't actually know much about Aztec lore, but it's always kind of interesting to hear about it. I'll admit, like, Quetzal I mostly know as a certain dragon. But I don't think that one is, very accurate to anything. So, it will be fun to like learn a little bit more about like the actual lore. That's, you know, assuming that Broken Sword is accurate, but they, you know, they got like the dates and stuff right in the previous games. So, hey Faja.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very soon, isn't there?
Correct. The eclipse which marks the ending of the Fifth Age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that Tezcatlipoca would return, but I figured Karzak's plans were in some way connected.
There's not a lot of time, yet a lot of time. There's like technically 2 weeks is a lot of time to play in game, but then again, if they like knock us out in the middle of a river again, they could just like pass a whole week in a flash, you know? It was interesting diving more into Aztec stuff. I said the recent city builder game called Tlatoani. Oh, it takes place before the Europeans game. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. There's some city builders I've been wanting to play, specifically the Atlantis one. Probably post 2.0. That's a good idea. Wish more point-and-click games were made nowadays. Yeah, like there's been a really long point-and-click drought, but I feel like at least within the indie scene, there's been like a little bit of a revival going on with like point-and-click games. Who knows when that'll be? In 2 weeks. That can go either really fast or really slow.
What happened to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is now called Guaramonte City. Only one stone reached Spain. The other two fell into the hands of buccaneers.
I see.
The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The third stone, the coyote stone, reached Spain safely.
That's the one
That
we
is the
have.
stone in your possession.
The other ones are like pirates and stuff. You'll be careful on your sources. The Spanish scholars weren't exactly unbiased. That's fair, makes sense. Adventure game companies tool themselves with 3D and then bounce back hard. Pretty much killed adventure games for a long time. Yeah, I guess when we hit the generation where everything had to be 3D for a while, that's really hurt adventure games for a little bit. And especially because that like kind of killed off a lot of the interest after like some poor performance. I can see how that turned out to be a problem. I can see where things went a little bit wrong there. Yeah, but at least adventure games are kind of coming back again. Like they're kind of, you know, on an indie scale, you know, having a small revival.
Tell me more about the Jaguar stone.
Many centuries ago, the port of Guaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors. The captain, the man known as El Draco, sent soldiers ashore. Only when the soldiers arrested the mayor did the people realize that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the Jaguar stone.
I see. Actually, I was just like, because now that I'm thinking of it, there was like this one game I heard about that I'm kind of curious about, which is like also an adventure game. I forgot the name. I think I can find it back because I like bookmarked it for myself. Might have like lost it. I had it the other day. Right, Urban Myth Dissolution Center is one that I heard decent things about. I think it's a Japanese game. And it's only like 2000 yen, so I'll probably try downloading it. The art style for it looks like really cool. I think it's kind of like a mystery horror adventure game. I'm kind of excited to play that. I'm going to the third game. I've heard mixed things about the third game, but I heard at least the third game still is kind of like fun in terms of story. So I might still give it a shot. I might still go for it at some point.
Where is the Jaguar stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his homeland, across the Great Sea.
To England.
It's no-go one-handed, I see. You can try 2.5, right? 2.5 was like the fan game, right? That might be fun to check out. The other classic 2D point-and-clicks would be a better follow-up. Yeah. I'll probably get to the third one at some point. I'm not sure if I'll get to it immediately, is I guess my best answer to that.
Tell me more about the Eagle Stone.
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor, a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate, Captain Ketch. Ketch made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
I see.
Where's the Eagle Stone now?
Nobody knows for sure. Ketch retired from piracy and bought an island in the Caribbean.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me, and I shall prepare you. The stones must be taken to the heart of the pyramid. Only there can they be used to seal the gate by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
I see. I see. George will get to show people weird objects in the third dimension. Yeah, I think I might go for games like Monkey Island gave you a night and so on. There's a couple of point-and-click adventure games I've been holding on to. So those might come first, yeah?
Now do I get the root?
Here, take it. Make haste if you wish to save the girl's life. The
Oh,
hummingbird sings to me
still
of
some
death
things
to
I
come.
should talk to you
Now
about.
you're talking in riddles again. Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the jungle in the dark.
You're welcome. But you
Wasn't I
probably won't
supposed to
get much
haste to
sleep.
save the girl's life?
Tonight's the night of the monkey dance.
How many children do you want, Georgie? how many children did he conceive tonight?
I left the village at
Implied.
dawn and stumbled back through the jungle in a post-party daze. It was just
Post-party
like sneaking
daze,
back to
huh?
my parents' house when I was younger. Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
Georgie, what happened at the monkey dance? At least we don't need to run around the world to find all the stolen stones for now. Though, you know, for our girlfriend nearly dying, like... Should he really have stayed the whole night at the monkey dance? I do want to play Discworld. I want to play Discworld really badly because I love those books. I love those books a lot. What happens at the monkey dance stays at the monkey dance. He's gonna be just as bad as the father, leaving all his children behind. Gotta hedge your bets. Is that so? Could have just
I
asked for
thought
a
it
guide
best
back.
not to defile the altar while Hubert was looking after Nico.
There are things a guy will not talk about, like what happens after the monkey dance.
I didn't have any use for Hubert's
I
candles.
see. I see.
I wondered what Hubert had used to make his candles. It was Father Hubert's personal altar.
Hey Robin, hey. The problem with the Discworld games is that they're not available in the current digital stores. That's kind of a shame. First two ones are adapting books and third one's an original story. Either way will be fun, yeah. He's not looking after Nico, you definitely devour the altar? That is what Georgie is saying, yeah. Between the Discord quote is that the US version of the second game has the worst box art and worst title. I'll go with the EU one then. Beneath the skill Sai. Okay. So saying death, I'll trust
Nico?
them.
I brought you this root. No way was she going to be able to chew the root. I needed to give her the antidote in a more digestible form.
Maybe I can grind it up. Oh, hi Abraham. I'm afraid I don't speak Spanish, but you're free to use a translator if you want to.
The snake bite had affected Nico badly.
A strong broken sword 3 and 4 is 3D, 5 is back to 2D. That's what I heard, yeah? Let's check Hubert. Sir?
I've got the root, Hubert.
So what are you waiting for? Give it to the gal.
I've tried, but she won't take it.
Mama birded to her.
Fool, George. You'll have to extract the sap so that you can drink it.
Right.
Oh, that's what I needed to like put in the collecting cup for underneath the thing. I remember. I understand it now. That's how the birds do it. Don't think the pipe organ is gonna help her headache, no. I should probably throw them Gog to get the Discord games as well. It's a good
The
point.
shaman thinks you should go visit your kids.
So, he told you.
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
It was that damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget.
George, what did you do at the monkey dance? George, I need to know. I need to know if you're just as bad as the other guy. Did you hold yourself back at the monkey dance, George? George, I have to know. George, I have to know. Doesn't even pay the alimony, Georgie. What happened at the monkey
I
dance,
wasn't in the mood
Georgie?
for playing the organ.
You can't play the
That
organ.
organ
The father is
represented
sitting there,
years
Georgie.
of painstaking work.
Did you forget Nico last night, Georgie? Georgie, I must know. I must know, Georgie. I need to put this thing back
Not such a good
underneath. Again first, because he picked it up. Okay. Please, Georgie won't be able to look in the mirror again if he has to talk about it.
Ideal as a makeshift container.
I must know what Georgie has done. I mean, technically I think they might be on a break, though George seems to be quite convinced they're still dating. Like, he keeps saying it's his girlfriend, so... Even if Nico doesn't seem so sure. Hi, Uber, hi. Oh, and thank you, News. Thank you. Okay.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
Okay, got the stuff. Here we go. It's good that someone else gave the panties to. To be fair, I think the other guy might be a bit delusional, so... There's more use for more than just shirt collars, yeah?
What are you waiting for? Give it a go, quickly.
Thank you for the get back.
Nico,
Sugar.
here. Drink this.
It's okay. It's gone down. It's settled.
It's horrible.
Been having a lot of
Just
carrots.
swallow it down.
And a nugget.
Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need
Aw.
all your strength when we go after the other 2 stones.
Aww.
Other stones.
There
What
were.
other stones?
There were, Georgie.
What have you got
There were,
against
Georgie.
thou, just about?
The patient is sounding more like her old self already. Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate catch
Oh, they're
to
actually
a
splitting
remote
up.
island in the
Interesting.
Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later
Interesting.
called Ketch's Landing.
Considering we already played with Nico once, I wonder if we get to play Nico's side again. If they split up, that's fun. That's fun because we got a little like Nico segment earlier. Question not the crimes of Georgie, but my crimes? I have committed no crimes. I have been cleared by the court of law. I've been exonerated. So he really just wants to get away from him. Almost killing the poor gate guard with Monarch's type potion and was for this romance? Yep. Sure was. Because now we're on a lovely Caribbean holiday. It's so nice. Imagine all the gameplay we could have had trying to track down this pirate, but just skipped over the shortcut scene. You can definitely see where the game is a little bit shorter. But that's okay, because we still have a bunch of fun stuff. But like, you can definitely see, like, compared to the first game, there's like less traveling back and forth in the world map, figuring out where to go next. Let's check the plans. What you got over here, man? What you
I
got?
just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Yeah, it's a lot more linear. No hub city. Yeah, there's no going back to Paris every time in between.
Hey,
It's mostly just
get
like
outta
straightforward locations to
wherever
puzzles
I
in.
go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
what do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
If you keep hearing those words, Georgie, I wonder what the unifying factor between all of them is. Only one thing is in common between those locations. Yeah, it feels more on the rails.
It looked like a set of plans.
Can I look at
just
it now
had to
while the
sneak a
guy's
look at
away?
those plans.
It's a mystery for the ages, right? Unified fact is that he keeps bumping into terrible people
Hey,
with poor judge of
Get out of
character.
there.
Okay.
Must be his shoes. Yeah, because he's a great guy. Exactly. Great guy with very sticky fingers.
Hi. Is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
Are
My
you
name's
Ketch?
George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right? Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
Well,
I don't know.
excuse me.
Bobby, maybe?
Yeah,
Guess so.
right. What brings you here anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Well, look at
This is
this.
similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century,
Hold it. The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Yes.
approximately,
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
a wise old
you
Indian
never
shaman
know.
told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
You'll regret not listening to the wise old shaman. When I find my stones, you'll regret this. You'll regret this. Yeah, George a great eye. Just
you
ask
later,
George. You know, I feel like he could just look at the things. Like, what's Bronson gonna do? Punch us? Okay. Little glance.
I
at the
recognized the
building.
instrument as a theodolite, but I had no idea how to operate it.
He's hoping to find at the flea market. Hey, stranger things have like turned up at like, you know, garage shows and such. Not much I'll get as well. I'll be. Now get out of here. Look, I think we should just look at the plans. Like, what's Bronson gonna do? He's not gonna stop us. Hey, I think George could handle him in a fight.
I didn't know
boat
the
over
first thing
here?
about sailing a dinghy. It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained.
It's very Destiny Islandish over here. What you gonna do? Punch me? Man, a minute before being punched.
The kid looked about 11 or 12. He was fishing with the intense concentration of someone who had all the time in the world.
As a kid, you kind of do have all that time.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name.
I'm pretty sure George has a meaning. And a George meaning means farmer. There you go, Georgie. Farmer or earth worker. What's he gonna do? Punch me minutes before being punched? Oh, hiya, Phoenix. Welcome in. George has the ancient mystic crush to help him out. It's real. Yeah, and the music is really good. I like the little like transitions of the music between like the various, you know, scene setting or like when somebody's getting weird or suspicious, you know. Oh, it's good to see you again. I hope you've been well. Yeah, it's a farmer. George the farmer is what it means. What happened when I was gone? Oh, they're the same size as usual. Don't know what you're talking about. Either way, welcome in. Yeah, boy. You wanna see my soggy worm? I unfortunately cannot show the soggy worm. You might actually be able to use it for fishing. Like the, you know, that might be the first character who would be interested in it. You know, using it as bait might not be a bad idea. That's what George means. But Georgie means the one with the soggy tissue. That is correct, actually. I trust a catamaran like boats on the open sea. I mean, if somebody's a good enough sailor, they can use anything, right? I did eat a lot of snacks before starting. You know, I had to store those snacks somewhere, you know? Very little means Earthwalker, which suddenly makes it very obvious Lucas. Oh, George's self instead in style. Wait, really? Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. Might make the fish a little kettle-tongued, but that's okay. Because I'm pretty sure there's fish recipes where you like marinate the fish with a bit of alcohol. You're just pre-cooking them. 3 stomachs and 2 get full. Yeah.
Is it true that Captain
Captain
Ketch lived
Ketch.
around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Oh,
Yeah?
that's kind of nice.
That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
Let's see, it's 90 snacks worth of mass. But I guess you're not incorrect. Compets of soil, task, undertaking, and work.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
Okay. He does have a bit of a Joker smile going on
No
here.
school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Hey, if he's having a good time, he's having a good time, you know?
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Branson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They kind of regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
Oh.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
I see.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Now, I'll check that museum. I'm betting this stone is in the museum somewhere, you know? I'm betting it. Or the cat doesn't say... That's how sure I am that we're gonna find it in that museum. Hey, Sandra.
I didn't want a fishing net.
No, you do. Sure you do.
It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
Yeah, you do. Everybody wants a fishing net.
The steps led up to the top of the cliff.
And like he's in for some George Brandon justice, exactly. Exactly. Okay.
A cute little putty tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag.
Just
it
a
was
second?
busily
Second.
torturing a red ball.
It's a second game. And guys, we did it. We found the cat in Broken Swords. Right in time for Nekonoyi. Right on time.
Hi, Puss. Wanna play?
Yeah, it seems occupied.
Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws.
Where's my red ball? Could use a ball of yarn around now. That would be good. That would be good. Well, I guess, you know, George is still not very good with cats. He wasn't very good with cats in the first one. And it seems he's still not very good with cats in the second one.
I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree.
Yeah, for fun.
A large tree stood beside the house
For fun.
with a suggestive U formed by the branches.
You can have a ditto. I'll take the ditto.
2 old ladies were sitting outside the house enjoying afternoon tea.
Practically the same. Exactly. Dittos are kind of like cats. Don't tease the cat or it might give you a good kitty punch. Oh man, we're gonna break the sword again.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
Oh, can talk about the cat.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is. That's Ruddles. Do you like
Ruddles?
cats, Mr. Stobart?
It's not as much of a cat as Strawberry, that's true. What sound does a ditto make? Ditto! Ditto! Or? Metamon. Meta. 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 Metamon. What's wrong with T? He's American. They prefer coffee over there.
You bet. Especially spit roast. Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly.
I see.
Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Yes.
Yes, I am. You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan
Not the
age.
great Jim.
In 1568,
That's a
Frederick
shame.
Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
Nice. Anyway, And what's happening in the little image? It does seem like he's doing like the little Hamlet thing, where he's holding the skull and talking with it. I guess that's to signify that he's both old and a pirate.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
Treachery?
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
That doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite.
With no shirts. Hey, Swogie, welcome in.
What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Well, it sounds like he also didn't get punished for it. It sounds like he kind of got away with it for the most part then.
Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They
Should have at
hanged
least
him,
worn a
though.
shirt.
Down there on the beach.
Well, at least
in
they
front
okay.
of
They
his
did hang
family.
him.
Didn't bother with
They did
trial.
hang him.
Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
I see.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
I mean, I have a feeling he probably made enough enemies to get hanged for more reasons than just jealousy in his career. You know? So you get you. And we did actually split up to look for clues. We split up from Nico earlier. Gonna call it a night? No worries. Sleep bunny dreams. I'm okay. I have no tummy ache. Just very full tummy. Are you sweaty? Welcome in. I think these ladies might be a bit biased. Perhaps just a bit. Perhaps just a bit. I mean, privateers are technically not pirates. They're licensed.
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo!
Sorry,
Yoo-hoo!
Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate,
But he did show them his letter of marque.
but they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
Sounds like an exit time for a burger. I think a burger might be a little hard right now. He was hung by the government at height, and then it's a bit complicated. But yeah, there's family, so I'm not sure if they're unbiased. I think, you know, there might have been more to this story than they're letting on here. For one, I don't think it was like mere envy. Have fun? Thank you. Deserve a burger as a treat? Maybe I deserve a burger tomorrow, okay?
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
Nasty fishy boy! How dare she?
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent,
Oh, he seems
Mr.
kind of
Stobart.
chill.
Yeah, well, he's only
11 years
what,
old.
11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tarts.
With one hand on the tarts. Did he steal your pie? Did he act like an old-timey cartoon and come over as the smell of the pie wafted from the window? And did he steal your pie? He does not like fishy. She does not like fishy boys or girls. That's a problem because I'm kind of a fishy creature myself. You can see the government hanging its own privateer as a cover for hiring. That does happen sometimes, in which case it's kind of shady. But if he did, like, break the letter of the Marquis, like, I don't think that, like, these ladies would be very honest if they if he had broken the contract, you know? There's always a chance that he did, like, not follow the guidelines that were set to them. Come on, to be a fish you'd need a spine. Well, I'm not a fish, but I am under the ocean, which puts me into, like, a fishy category, or fish adjacent category. Might have stolen her pie, yeah. Best part about hiring a criminal when you are in law. Yeah, it's like covering up the fact that you hired them.
What is it about Rio
Not
that you don't
amphibian,
like,
and
Miss Frost?
a gastropod.
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Honorary
Be
fish.
quiet this instant, Mina.
He and Emily. Oh, it's getting spicy. Are you telling me your daughter went out with the fishy boy? Yeah, more eldritch bun, less fish. Currently partially cat. Technically, I've never been very... The thing is, 2.0 is a little bit more fishy.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives,
Oh.
took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
It's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking
Oh,
about
that-
Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
Name of a mother's charity, huh? I see. How scandalous. It seems Emily is heading out with the fishy boy.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
I don't know if I can trust Joyce. He's too fishy. Well, fish are friends. Maybe you're not fishy enough. Have you considered this? Okay, I'll be taking your ladder, ma'am. This will be my ladder now, thank you. I'll be
The
breaking
ladder
into
extended
your
easily.
building now, ma'am. Don't mind me.
I couldn't reach it.
Have you considered using the ladders, George?
It was a flagpole, one of a pair. I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
I guess I'll need to move it where the ladies are sitting. Yeah, fish are friends, not foods. Can be fishy, but we sure are bunny. That's true. Hopes he would pick up the ladder and put it in the pocket. I half hope he would put it in the pocket, but to be fair, the game does have a record of not pocketing the biggest
The
items.
flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end.
Check the
It was a
window.
closed window.
Then look inside.
The window was locked.
Okay. Can you just go on the ladder? Will the lady scare? No. Oh, yes.
You there? What are you doing?
Pardon me, ladies. I was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
So they're saying we're not as cute as Bronson, huh? Well, we have to go and grab ourselves a shiny gadget.
Down.
Sorry.
Didn't I just explain I was with Bronson? And let me go up.
There was nothing else I wanted.
Let me in. Let me break into your window.
It was locked.
It's locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
I see.
Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
I see.
It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate?
In neon?
There was a stony silence.
As I have already
To be
told
fair,
you, sir,
pirates can have museums. They can be fun, but...
It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Is
Funny.
that so?
That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina,
Well, he does.
Listen,
Gosh.
ma'am, I came a long way to visit this place.
We make an exception in your case. Everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowd.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
Who was the other visitor? Mysterious. Hiya, Faye. Yeah, no, they want the cute one to do all the work. They won't let us do it. Yeah, who was that first visitor? And did they take the stone away?
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
Oh no.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it
Oh,
wasn't my
no,
style.
George.
Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat
Oh,
to get
George.
me into the house.
George, what are you gonna do to this cat? On Cat Day. On Neko no Hi. Oh, George. George, what are you planning to do to this cat? Georgie. 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 Hiya, Roto. Hiya.
Okay, it was time for diversionary
Day?
tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he,
Georgie.
Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Woe betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Okay, thank God Georgie didn't have to do anything to the cat on Cat Day. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that Georgie did mean things to a cat, considering the last game, so... Super villain
With
indeed.
a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
He could be worse, he could be kidnapping the cat. I'm glad he refrained for a second. Thank God Georgie outsmarted them today. On Cat's Day. Trying to find the voice actor of Foskash, but it's really hard. Is it like one of those characters who didn't get credited back in the day? I wonder, she sounds familiar. To be fair, it's like the very posh
I wasn't
accent,
going
right?
to risk further laceration by
You
the
hear it
cat's
quite
claws.
often. Okay, let's start breaking in. Hey, woman, hey. Got Fishy Boy into trouble? It's okay. It's his day off. He seemed fairly chill, so he's probably like gonna
Just
be
my
fine.
luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked.
Every one of them? You haven't
I
checked the
didn't
other
have a
nets.
flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare.
Window.
The windows were...
You're not gonna reach that, George, you fool. You fool, George. You're gonna
I
have to
couldn't
move
reach the
there.
flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
Well, put it where the ladies were sitting then. Do I have anything that reaches over? No, not really. Guess it's time for the cat.
The windows were all...
There should be no point to use the cat now that like the ladies are gone. Presumably. Have I choose to redeem myself?
The ladder
I'd
reached
hope
all
so.
the
I
way
did
up to
my
the
best
flagpole.
there. I'm not buying that the bush is in the way. I mean, he could also just, look, grab ladder, walk around the bush, put the ladder here. The bush creates an anti-ladder field around it. Look, I'm just saying, this bush is easily circumvented. Should not be particularly hard to
couldn't
get
think of-
around. It's a big cat.
A cute little putty tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball.
On Cat's Day, George? Wow. Throwing a cat through the window? No! There's a snake in the bush. Snake and ladders nullify each other. It kind of feels like we do need shears to cut down the bush, which seems silly when we could just walk around it, but George has to show his dominance by doing things the hard way, yeah? It's a very bothersome bush, yeah? How are we ever gonna get around that bush?
I didn't have a...
I mean, it's not gonna reach that.
I couldn't...
What about the thing at the tip? Nothing. I mean, he could do the, like, you know,
couldn't
platforming game protagonist, like swing from one to the other. Break both of them, probably. You're saying there's some type of third dimension that allows you to circumvent obstacles? Yes! Are we stealing a random flagpole? I don't know, but I definitely want whatever's on top of it.
The window...
Looks important. That looks important to me. So... I can't take its yarn. Not like yarn would be very useful, but maybe you could like string it up between places. So am I just gonna break a window with one of my rocks? You know, knowing George, he's not above property damage most of the time, so... Third dimension wasn't invented until the next game. But can I just like throw this through?
No, I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
Oh, George has standards now, does he?
No, I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
Are you sure, Georgie? This has never stopped you before. Surely the soggy worm could just eat the bush.
I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
Oh, Georgie, it's... nobody would mind.
No,
Not even my worm? They wouldn't even break it. Like, I don't know, George. Last time I checked, you completely destroyed the Paris catacombs. Like, just tore down a wall. Vandalism-wise, so I didn't think you were above this. George is living in a glass house, he should be able to throw stones. Exactly. He's literally pulled down a wall before, so... Didn't think vandalism was the issue. I guess we can check in on Bronson real quick. We might have some new dialogue options now that we've talked to the ladies. Hello, Mr. Bronson. He left. Guess we'll fuck after him.
What do you think of Rio?
Fish boy? If he comes near me again, I'll throttle the little squirt.
Calm down.
Damn.
What's he ever done to you?
Socked me in the back of my skull with some kind of fish, that's what.
Oh, I guess, you know, to be fair, if somebody socked me in the skull with a fish, I'd be mad too. I didn't know Rio was a prankster. That's okay, well that's fair, that's a decent reason. Knowing some catacombs here is exposed. Only the cat would see his crimes, the ladies left. It's like the mystery of the druids, and hindsight your character's definitely a bad guy with all the shit they did. Hey, but at least they saved the world. Hey Elkiner. Don't have a skull. Not yet. Are we still not one island to the general? No, we actually moved to a different place. Now we're looking for a stone. We're looking for a fancy stone to help seal the evil, the ancient evil in the temple. So we traveled to another country again. Yeah, I'll vandalize historical monuments, but not a random house. Monty Python fish slapping dance, yeah.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Turn to stone? One of them's a Medusa?
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up.
Oh.
Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
Okay, at least he's safe. Okay, I think the house is theoretically a monument. I mean, I guess if it's being registered as one, it could be.
What are you doing with the theodolite?
I suppose.
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I mean, it's pretty. Yeah.
Opportunity.
Oh.
This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
I was gonna say, it's quite
and
pretty.
that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
I'm going to voice actor for French. Keep trying.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way. What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret
I want to see if there's
desire
a stone
to
in
be
it.
a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Wow. I mean, if he doesn't believe that we'd be a good surveyor anyway, what does it matter if we see the plans? Like, we wouldn't understand them, would we? We wouldn't get them anyway, so like, what does it matter if we take a little look? A little look-see.
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on
that's
the
what
house.
that's for.
I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
I kind of forgot his degrees in law. Like, I feel Georgie is mostly just on a trip around the world. Getting into trouble. He hasn't used his law degree. He laid it on to Dick. Yeah, I mean, I guess he was talking harshly to know where to get the plans. But, like, what harm would it do to just let him take a peek? It's gonna ruin my time for work. Yeah, we are definitely gonna move that to a different spot. Oh, that's actually a good point. Georgie knows exactly how many laws he's breaking at all times. That's why he's so good at them. He's so good at breaking the law because he knows the law. Six should be an ace attorney.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Oh, I kind of love like a broken sword ace attorney parody. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, it's like the little shiny thing. Okay. If we just like wait for him to leave and try to peek at the plans again.
I just had to...
I'll take a look once he's gone again.
Hey, get out of there.
Okay.
It's about the laws he could break if he doesn't do it, right? These items will ruin the person's career. It's so shiny. And it's almost certainly gonna solve as a puzzle. Hey, Beamit. Yeah, it's not breaking the law, it's a loophole. Exactly.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of there.
Okay, we can't get away with it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay. I'm not sure how much good they would do. I just I figure might show like a stone on it or something. Maybe? Yeah, playing some point-and-click adventures. Oh, the kid's here again. Let's ask him how it went with the ladies. Okay. Oh, and hi, Shady.
I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay. He's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
Chris, the character who presses button, takes stuff and breaks things is the ultimate survivor, of course. Is this one new or old? This is quite an old one.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
Oh, for the cats.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Oh man, any fish around? Well, I'm trying to get one right now. Especially me playing so many old games. Oh, of course. I'm always happy that so many people enjoy me playing the old games. This game is almost 30 years old, yup. It's like, what was it? 1998 for this one or something like that? It's an old one.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch,
97.
the pilot?
Yeah.
Even
It
older.
doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. He have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Guys, it's time. We can show our worm. You might be able to use it for fishing. I guess this might actually make a good trade for him giving us a fish. He might like our worm. You know?
Is this worm worth a fish?
Yeah.
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, he'll take our soggy worm.
Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Success! I knew this soggy worm would come in useful eventually. Was worth putting it in my pocket for like several weeks. Goodbye, old friends. It was good to have you, soggy worm. Now we don't have any more worms, but I think this is how Worm would have liked to go. One more swim in the ocean. It's native habitat. You know, it's a bit of a tropical holiday for the worm, you know? So many thousands of miles away. Nice little ocean swim. I used to play Command & Conquer. I still want to play it at some point. Is this the game with the clown that tries to blow you up? Oh, this is actually the sequel to that one. I actually played the first one, which does have the clown that tries to blow you up. And does blow up the whole cafe, and then you go on a worldwide trip to figure out the whole conspiracy behind it. But this is actually the sequel. So no more clowns in this one, but there are soggy worms. Though I just soaked my last worm, so I don't have my soggy worm anymore. A bit of water to wash off the tequila, exactly. Man, I'll miss my soggy worm. Guess it won't last me as long as the soggy tissue from the first game. Earthworms in the ice can end really poorly. Oh, that's true. You do get, like, if you have the invasive species, like, it can end really badly for the trees. That's true. That's true. It's a barrel-aged soggy worm instead of saying his pockets, yeah. That is a good threat. You've sucked your last worm, partner. Yeah, we used the soggy tissue right at the end of the first game. And then it became a dry scorched tissue. But you know, it served us well. Maybe next game we'll find a new soggy item.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Indeed.
Emily? You're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Okay. So I guess, like, the lady said nothing to fear. He's not even interested in Emily. It's the Moment Island in the Pacific. Where is it? I forgot the exact location, but we're still in South America, I think. Unless I mixed them up. Unless I mixed them up location-wise. Somebody else might have the exact location for you. Oh, right, and Gint. I guess, like, I have to wait for him to catch the fish, so... It's nice of George not that he's the reason why the Lord Ladies are good for him. I mean, I don't think he's gonna give us a fish if he realized we sent the old ladies after him. It's probably better not to know. Could you repeat that? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know the exact location. I think we're still in South America. Somewhere in the Caribbean would probably be correct, actually, yeah. What if a soggy sea bun? Sea buns are always soggy, they're under the ocean. It's just like by definition.
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Okay, if I just refresh this area, do you think that means like he'll have caught the fish, maybe? This is an island nation. Okay, let's try again. See if he has a fish for us yet. Because there's not much for us to explore otherwise. Yeah, he does have a fish.
No luck with a fish?
No, man.
Oh, man.
They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey! I caught a bite!
Soggy worm did its job! See? Soggy worm is great bait!
A real big one!
Oh?
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
A real big one. Let's go. Let's go. Oh.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
How did that bite the worm? It's a whale of a fish. Wait, did he just waste my worm?
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait.
Wait, did he waste my worm? No. No, I'm taking this bike.
The only serviceable
Never
part of
know
the bicycle's
when we'll
wreck
need it.
was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
You just never know. You're right, Georgie. You're right. The wheels of the bus go on.
There was nothing else on the bike.
Why did the wheel bite every other bait? I know, right? I mean, the soggy inner tube could perhaps be considered somewhat worm-shaped. So the soggy worm might have been replaced with the soggy inner tube as it's Spiritual successor. The worm knows what I need, it's true. Ask the worm not what you want, for it will give thee what you need. Good enough. Welcome back, soggy worm. Welcome back, soggy worm. It might reach the flagpole.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about.
Even more
like
importantly,
that.
though, we have a fish.
No problem.
And it's dead. Oh, the first hit for like locations is actually the touch walkthrough. The world is small, the world's so small. And we got a soggy fish.
The
we
fish
do.
was wet and slimy and decidedly dead.
I am 2 out of 3 of those things.
It was the old inner tube from the bicycle which Rio had fished from the sea. 3 feet of slightly perished rubber. Bound to be useful for something.
We might be able to use it on the ladder. There we go. It still is wet and soggy, but at least it's not flapping around, yeah? I'm still smiling thinking of George with the dripping unicycle tear in his pocket. It's, you know, shocking that he managed to fit that in there. You know, sometimes the big items he won't carry, but at least we have a bunch of more soggy items to put in our pocket. Okay, let's give the cat a fish.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish.
Okay, come on, kitty. Maybe we can take its yarn. Okay.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
Maybe the inner tube will help. Do I play a lot of point and clicks? I'd say currently quite a lot, like because I'm going through a bit of a point and click arc, but I'd say like once a week or so on the average, but yeah, I play them now and then, fairly frequently. I've already played the first Broken Sword. I'm also playing Mist at the moment. Maybe the true treasure was the sogginess we achieved along the way, yeah. Is that a soggy inner tube in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I could have loaded the cat into the inner tube
Georgie!
and launched it out to sea.
On Cat's
Catapult.
Day?
Get it? Oh, Stobart, you kill me sometimes.
Georgie, on Cat's Day? You can't just slouch the cat into the ocean.
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's
Fish
claws.
gone, soggy worm wasted. I guess I can try using the inner tube to hit the other one. The U-shaped band is sus. Actually, I could probably use that as a catapult now I think of it.
Nah.
Like now I think of it, if it can't reach the flagpole. Like I'm not sure what I'm gonna catapult out of here, but we could probably hit Branson with it. If we give Branson a concussion, maybe we can check his plans. Hiya, BlazeCon. Hiya, hey. Okay.
The inner tube hung between the 2 branches.
Oh no, Georgie, are you? Oh no, I see what I have to do. Georgie! Georgie, why must you be like this? We're gonna shoot the cat with the poison dart, aren't we? I'm gonna knock out the cat to steal his ball. Georgie, you are the worst. Georgie, you are the worst, Georgie. Oh wait, that's not what he wants to do? Really? No, that seemed pretty obvious for a second there. Still, I'm pretty sure he's gonna shoot something at the cat, which still makes him the worst.
I put my lucky lump of coal
here we
in
go.
the catapult.
Still, Georgie just...
Took aim.
Oh, George! Oh, he missed.
No! My lucky piece of coal vanished into the distance. It looked like it was going into orbit.
Well, there goes our coal. I think we can probably take the tube back if we want to. Typical day in Skunky. Yeah, it seems we can take the tube back if we want. No more coal for us. We lost our lucky coal. No more luck. If we get shot, then our lucky coal won't protect us by, you know, being in our inner pocket and then the coal gets shot instead or whatever. So shoot an innocent animal? I know how Georgie is thinking. I know this is what Georgie wants to do. And I'm slowly shaking my head in a disapproving way as I think about what he's trying to do here. Catapult a fish? Maybe I'll have to get another fish, like, oh! Maybe I should get another fish and catapult it further away so the fish will get distracted from the yarn. George, you could just like drop the fish further away from the cats without the catapult. Man, George, I can't believe you do this. Shaking my head, shaking my head. Fish will be distracting from the yarn. That's what I'm thinking, yeah?
There's a fish, my man.
Okay, another fish. Did we fire the cat into the museum? Calm down, George. Calm down, George. You know, shooting the fish at the cat is the more peaceful option at least. Once these games are over, I'm really gonna miss me exclaiming Georgie. But it's okay. There's still a third, fourth, and fifth game. And a fan game. I'm sure he's gonna keep going for a while. Yeah, it's a good thing the worm is giving us... Well, I think the worm gave us a bike tire. But after that, the fish really started biting. Okay.
I doubted I had Rio's grasp of Piscean aerodynamics. There had to be a better projectile.
I'm glad at least we're not hitting him with the sleeping dart. Oh, am I putting the fish on the...
Nope. I doubted I had Rio's grasp of Piscean aerodynamics. There had to be a better projectile in a dead fish.
Really? Not a fish? Huh. Huh. That Bogus Sword is the name of the prison he's telling the story from. Yeah, there's 2.5, the fan game, which I'm kind of curious about. What if I use the panties?
Not such a good... No. I had to think of something else.
Maybe the cat?
That
I don't think I
isn't
can
it
put
at
the
all.
cat in there because he's too afraid to approach the cat. Apparently the fan game is available in English because people keep recommending it, so...
There had to be a...
Ah, I'm surprised he doesn't want to fire the dead fish. I mean, I'm sure the yarn is a good projectile. Can I like just drop the fish further away if he doesn't want to fire it? Need to see Pajama Sam? Oh, I want to! After I finished all the Spy Fox ones, I kind of want to do Pajama Sam and like Freddy Fish and such next. Give the pet the panties?
That isn't...
I mean, I guess the cat might want the panties. It's a good point. It's in like 9 generations. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
Georgie, it would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, Stobart. Do sea slugs like ketchup? Sea slugs do like ketchup, but they prefer mayonnaise. Let's see. It's where he draws the line. Yep. Did you finish all of Spy Fox? I did finish all of Spy Fox. Aside from like the mini games. So I probably will go to Pajama Sam next, or maybe Put Put first, or maybe Freddy Fish. They're all fun. Not sure which one I'll go next, but there's still a lot to go. George the Cat Manage, yeah. And I put the fish on the... If I could just put the fish down somewhere, surely the cat could approach it. Like I tried to launch the fish at the cat. I don't think I can launch the cat at the fish, unfortunately.
I doubt it.
Edna and Harvey, that one has been suggested. I want to do like Grim Fandango at least. Edna and Harvey looks fun too. Maybe on the windowsill? I'm not sure if it will let me. Hold on, let me try that though. That might be a good idea. Can I put the fish on the window?
I couldn't just go around throwing things at other people's windows.
No, that's not occurring to George.
I wasn't...
Let me think. Like, my next idea was to like just like combine fish with dart, or combine fish with panties to show. Do I want a hint? A small hint would be okay. Yeah. So if I give it to the cats, maybe if I give it enough fish, it will get tired of the fish. Maybe if I just make it really full, it'll go away. Okay, I need to tube back.
The little monster ate the fish.
Okay. Now, Grim Fandango and even the Neverhood, you would really love them. I think it will be really fun. I've heard really good things about Grim Fandango. Okay. Feed the cat until it's round and use it for the catapult. Sooner or later, that cat's gonna get full. And it will have to leave and give me the yarn. You know, that cat can't eat forever. Probably. And give me another fish.
There's a fish, my man.
Okay. I don't know about after the last suggestion. I mean, I don't think a cat can eat more than 19 cat treats. So more than 19 fish is probably the limit. We're very lucky this old lady decided to go on a stroll. I mean, they probably wouldn't mind if we kept giving it more fish, right? Probably.
I don't.
Can't combine those. Is guy telling us to do drugs? I don't think so. Pet the cat? Won't let me. The cat is kind of mean, it will keep scratching us. You can pet my cat there, so I'll permit it. Maybe we can hit the guy with the fish and look at the plants. I mean, if only I could set the catapult the other way to hit the guy with the fish. That was my first idea, but
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off. Nah, I didn't.
he needs to work on his throwing arm. He's not very good at it. He needs to work on his throwing arm here. Throw the fish at it?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
No, he doesn't have the throwing strength for that.
I don't. That was no. I'd better think this.
Can you talk to the cat and trade instead of just giving it the fish? Unfortunately, there's no talking to the cat and trading option. Hey, Melkor, hey. George Noodlearm Stobart, yeah? Oh, wait, hold on.
I couldn't reach.
What if I put the tire on this thing? Okay. And then add a fish.
I'd have to do that from the ground.
And then the fish will distract the catch because it will be dangling like a cat toy. Okay, I think I get it. Hey, Medibot. Our weak-armed, unscrupulous, and burglarious Georgie. And hi, Mystic. There's a strange man outside wobbling a dead fish against a flagpole. Okay. Let's add the fish to the inner tube.
That should get the old cat
There
dancing.
we go.
I just hoped it
Cat
didn't give
is
itself a
safe.
cardiac.
Cat is safe. You can take the ball. There we go. Then you say hi to cat. Okay, we move the fish from the inner tube.
I didn't want to risk the wrath of that vicious animal by putting my hand within striking distance of those claws.
I guess we climb up first and then we move the inner tube. Ball acquired. And then I think we'll take the ball, put it in the catapult, and then hit the target. I think that's what we're doing this in order. Poor cat. I should at least give it the fish. I stole its ball after all. It's not very nice. I guess it's still eating the fish, so it doesn't really need another. Like, it's still kind of chewing away there, but... Like, it got...
I wasn't going to risk
Oh, it
further
got the
laceration
fish.
by the cat's claws.
I guess it took the fish off it when we took
I
it
couldn't
down.
think of any...
Okay. We threw it the fish. Okay. In that case, the cat is fine. Okay. Then using the ball... It's 3 fish in at this point, yep. It's a hungry cat. It's been playing with yarn all day.
In the catapult. Took aim.
There we go.
Yes.
Did it this
Okay.
time.
So it was a lucky shot, but I knocked the Theodolite target clean
That's
off
right,
the end
yeah.
of the flagpole.
Oh, and now this guy is gonna have to come over to check it out so we can peek at his plans. With being called cat alone, I think the cat is supposed to be ammunition. Georgie, is that you? In disguise as a bun? Georgie. Hey, Tinkong. Is he gonna like not question us?
What the hell's going on here?
Should have probably gotten out of the way.
Nice to see you too. You again. Have you been screwing around with my theodolite target?
Yes.
Where is it? I had
Oh
to
man,
climb
he's
out of the
really
window
mad.
to put that one on. Damn it! I'm gonna have to go through all that.
Oh
again.
no, he's really
Not
mad.
this time. The house is locked up and the sisters aren't here.
Hell's teeth! I'll have to put the spare target on the other flagpole. A whole morning's work wasted. I'm gonna fix all this and then I'm gonna
no.
fix you, you hear?
Yeah?
He is mad.
I'll be waiting.
Meow. Wow. Well, go on, Georgie. Go take a look at those plans. Really had to be an easy way to do that. Yeah. Hiya, Faye. You're just gonna push a lot of leather. No, I think we're gonna go take a peek. I think we're gonna take a peek. We're gonna fight one and just fight him and knock him out. I mean, like I said, what was he gonna do if we were looking at his plans?
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Pretty sure we could take him in a fight, so... Are you gonna take a look, Georgie? You're just gonna stand there.
Hey! Get away from there right now! And stay out!
Oh my god, really? Really? From that distance? But he's up on the damn ladder. Georgie, just look at the plans at this point. It will take him 5 years to come down. Just look at the plans, Georgie. Yeah, do it from the other side then. These are some really secret plans, yeah. Is I close the curtain?
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Okay, I guess we're gonna push down the ladder after all. Guess we're gonna have to go over and push him off the ladder. I guess there's no other way.
Get away from there right
Injury
now!
is inevitable.
And stay out!
Imagine George going through all that trouble just to be like, I don't understand any of this. That's the thing, like, what real use does he have for the, like, surveyor's plans anyway? Guys from Sixth Sense? I mean, to be fair, I'd also assume George was up to no good. Okay, well, let's just remove the ladder then. Georgie! You are the worst, George. You are the worst.
What you doing, Bronson? Just hanging around?
I'm gonna kill you for this, Stobart! Get me down from here!
What, so you can kill me? Gee, you talked me out of it, Bronson. I felt a little guilty about
Oh my
leaving
God.
Bronson up there. But not much, obviously.
Oh my god, Georgie!
The marker was
You
a bright,
really are
shiny
the worst,
thing,
Georgie.
and I have a weakness for bright, shiny things.
You crow of a human person, you
It wasn't going
magpie.
to be much use without the theodolite, though.
He could probably just stop without severe injury. George Magpie stuff. This man is technically just doing his job. We don't even know if he's actually evil yet or anything. Yeah, but it was just me hanging there. I just like braced for landing. It's not that high. Like I think he'd get out of there with like some bruising at best. Well, okay, we got the theodolites. I'm gonna take a look at his plans. What a professional psychologist would have to say about Georgie. That's a
With
year-long
Bronson out of
plan.
the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury,
200 rooms?
pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
That's big. But once again, not technically an evil thing. Like, I mean, that's just business, baby. that's not technically an evil thing. You You probably shouldn't be murdering this guy for that. He's down to one hand now. Oh wow, he's having some trouble over there. Well, I guess we're gonna steal his theodolite now. There are tons of abandoned hotels in the islands. Yeah, but that's not technically illegal. He did promise the ladies he would renovate the museum. I mean, the ladies seem to be quite on board with there being neon lights and stuff. So I'm not sure if the ladies are unaware of his plans for making it a massive, you know, resort. Like I kind of felt like they were up on the thing for it. I mean, I guess it is how islands get their economy trash, yeah? That is true. Okay, well, let's use this on the theodolite then. I mean, I suppose it is a bad thing. Yeah, let's take the theodolite then. Here we go. Oh, it just goes down his pants, down his pants. Oh, that one does fit. That one he can take with him, huh? Yeah, he's just the engineer doing the work, yeah. Oh, that's our theodolite now. That one belongs to us now. He just took it with us. Can we take the net? He doesn't want to take the net, unfortunately. Said an entire tripod in your shirt, so just happy to see me.
Look here, Bronson's plans.
Was I right? Is that creep up to no good?
I mean, technically,
Darn
yeah.
right he is.
Technically. I mean, I guess Theo has nothing to say about it.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Okay. That's fine then. That's fine then. It's not him, it'll be another engineer. I mean, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna be using his theodolite and surveying stuff for yet. I'm mostly stealing that without any good purpose, I will admit. But I'm sure we'll figure out what we're gonna be using that for eventually. Yeah, if it's not him, it will be another engineer doing the surveying. Exactly, exactly. Okay. Good buddy will engineer solve practical problems.
Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that flagpole?
Why aren't you helping him?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Why aren't you helping
Help
him?
him, you stupid man! Quickly, before he falls!
His theodolite? No, our theodolite. But he does have a strong arm, that's true. Georgie kept saying his arm was weak.
Hi, could I ask...
Never mind that. Help poor Mr. Bronson.
Yet still eating that fish. I mean, he already ate too, so it makes sense that he's taking a bit longer this time.
Hey, get me down.
He just sat down without
What's
helping
the magic
him.
word?
Please.
Oh, bad luck. I was thinking of Alakazam.
Only one story, you'll be okay, right? Hi, Izaki.
I've got your plans, Bronson. I know about the hotel.
So what? This is between me and the dames.
Those sweet old ladies trusted you. This isn't what they wanted.
Oh, people like them don't know what they want. Instead of wasting their money on this mausoleum,
See?
I can turn
Now.
it to profit.
Now he's
But you should
evil.
have discussed it with him
Now he's
first.
being evil. Now he's confessing. I hope the ladies are listening in.
If I was to let you down, will you promise to come clean about your plan?
Sure I will.
And you'll come to a tasteful compromise with Miss Frost and Miss Mina?
Taste? What's taste got to do with architecture?
Oh, dear. You'll have to stay where you are until you see sense.
You rat.
Well, he doesn't respect the profession. Like, I thought he was a respectable engineer, but if he... What do you mean, what does taste have to do with architecture? I think a lot of architects are gonna be real mad if you say that out loud. It's just evil to evil communication at this point, yeah. He could just land from that hand, it's true, but it's also true that the flagpole is very impressive holding up his weight this entire time. It's a good thing the lanes aren't using hearing aids. Yeah, you think that at this point they'd be asking questions. They'd have some questions to say.
Could I ask?
You know, they just want me to get them down. Put the cat on an inner tube and launch it at them.
You know, hanging from flagpoles suits you.
Get me down!
Not until the old ladies have heard exactly what you had planned. I had no more to talk to him about.
I mean, it also seems like I can't use the ladder on him. So, I guess we're just gonna shoot things at him. Just gonna shoot.
The novelty value of having an inner tube in my pocket had worn off. I left it there.
I was gonna use the catapult to like start shooting things at Mr. Bronson. Real evil to evil communication, yeah. You think George is lawful evil? This man is anything if not chaotic. What do you mean, oh my god, it's only natural when you have a catapult to start shooting stuff at Mr. Bronson. I was like, I have no use for his like marker. Might as well shoot it back at him till he falls.
I wasn't going to risk.
Okay. You're just chaotic good, yeah?
I'd had enough.
I had enough of hurting Bronson.
I'd had enough of taunting
I
Bronson.
haven't. Catapult a soggy worm. I don't have a soggy worm anymore. Might as well poison dart him.
I'd had enough of taunting Bronson.
It seems we've had enough of taunting Bronson. He's also not quite willing to start bringing him down.
Young man!
Okay, I know.
I mean...
I'd had enough of...
How can I convince him to start talking then? Architects aren't engineers. Engineers make things that are robust, while architects make that way buildings. That's fair, but they could be hand in hand and make a robust that way building. There had been no England point for the idea to shoot stuff at Mr. Bronson. I mean, that just makes sense. Just makes sense. Look, shooting things at Mr. Bronson is hardly a villain arc. Let's show the ladies the plans. That's what I clicked him for.
Here.
Guess I'll snitch on him. If he's not gonna talk.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait. Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster.
Gasp.
Mina, we have been duped. I'm
Gasp.
glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters. Especially confident ones.
Come, Mina.
Come, Mina. What a horrid man. Simply terrible.
Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes.
Con man.
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle. Eject.
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat!
How dare you! Nina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely
Yeah,
as this little vista
stab him.
is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel. Nina, the lock.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me. Ooh.
Ooh.
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean,
Ah, we're gonna play
I
with
went
Nico
to
now.
London. It was a long
The
shot,
British Museum.
but I thought I'd start my search for the
mean,
Jaguar
as good a place to
stone
start as
at
any.
the British Museum.
I've actually been to the British Museum once. It's kind of cool on the inside. Okay. Ah, I kind of like that you have like Nico parts in this game. I hear claims against villain arc, but no denial of Georgie influence. I could only aspire to be as good an adventure game protagonist as Georgie. Yeah, George got the better deal. The better weather for one. Not the French female accent. You must give. Hi again, hi. We don't get to pick up much stuff with Nico. I guess he isn't as kleptomaniac as Georgie is. It is a true shame. The Nico ni won't take stuff with her. You'll find everything in the British Museum. Yes, yes. Hi again.
I
French
doubted
now?
I could
Yes.
sneak this enormous stone out under my jacket.
Oh, it seems he's getting some influence from Georgie as well. Women's clothing don't have large pockets, that's true.
Bonjour. I wonder if you could help me.
Oh,
What's so funny?
it's the ladies that George ran into.
Oh, never mind.
To be fair, I'm not sure if I get the joke either. They just said good morning. Good morning. Well, that's a really funny good morning, I suppose. Ohio gozaimasu to them.
I doubted the girls would be any help to me.
You know, that was a hilarious greeting. It's true.
It was a stone identical in size and style to the coyote stone. However, this stone bore the image of a jaguar.
Oh, did I find it already? Well, that was fast. It was right there. And a good time zone to heal. And Mimi basically never heard Nico's inner thoughts. Must be that Nico's attracted to Georgie because he can be the kleptomaniac she was never able to teach.
It was an obsidian stone with a carving of a jaguar.
There's a good joke where the Ohio goes and is the punchline. We must become more Nihongo Josie to understand. Well, you found the stone. Time to steal it.
The cabinet was locked.
It's funny because it's raining buckets, so it's not actually a good morning. Ah! It's a rare sarcasm joke. Do I play clueless stories as well when I don't want to talk to people? I actually sometimes pretend I only speak Dutch if I don't want to deal with people. Because it's a really good way to get out of, like, having to interact with door-to-door salesmen and that kind of stuff. Because the thing is, when you get the door-to-door salesman or like the, cult recruiters and that kind of stuff, they sometimes will like at least attempt to speak English with you. So if you respond in English, they might bring out the pamphlets or like, but they never have a Dutch pamphlet on them. So far, actually, you get cult recruiters? Yeah, no, the only time it has been countered was when a cult recruiter was like, oh, actually, we might have some Dutch pamphlets, like, let me come back next week. Will you be available next Sunday morning? I was like, they actually had Dutch pamphlets, like, over in the headquarters. But that's the only time it's been countered. So I love free Bible lessons. There's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses in Japan as well, but you also get like the Mount Fuji cult around quite a little bit. Are you in a house or an apartment? I'm in my palace, of course, my on the ocean palace, and because I'm on the ocean, I'm allowed to be a little bit loud. It's okay. I recently moved to a new palace that in the palace contract said that I am allowed to be louder because the palace walls aren't adjacent to any other palace residences. The people might hear me out in the palace streets. I am planning to soundproof the palace in the future. So don't worry about that. It's all okay. Then further on in the week, you start seeing more and more Dutch ones. The Fuji code, you get them sometimes. I forgot the formal name of it, but Mount Fuji is on all their materials. Okay, let's check the mask.
I didn't want the mask, although it certainly reminded me of somebody.
Really? Of George?
The mask looked more African than American.
Well, who did it remind you then? Do buns make good sound installations? Who wants to volunteer to be stuck to the wall? See if it helps with the sound installation. What if I exit? Surely you can't leave.
Leaving here until I'd got what I'd come for.
Not yet. I'm already in the walls. It's true. The ghost can't be there. You do? Okay, I'm gonna stick you to the wall. To have you, you know, absorb all the sounds.
Perhaps I'm a Philistine, but old vases bore me.
Oh.
The display case contained a couple of vases.
George pastes soggy bun to the wall. The palace apartments. Yeah, the palace apartments.
I didn't need to make a call.
Are they common, the cult recruiters? Not super, but I mean, they're more common than I feel you get them in the Netherlands. If you're like in the right places around Tokyo, a lot of them hang out in Ikabuko. There's like a decent chance. Like, I always say, like, the one thing to watch out for, if you get like chatted up randomly by college-aged girls who ask you to go out for tea, this is almost always cult recruiters. Please be aware, you are not being hit on. These girls are gonna take you out for tea and try to get you to sign up for their like phone and mail list, and they can be quite pushy about it. I've had many friends who have fallen for this when they were on holiday, and one of my friends nearly got me in trouble with them. No, what happened is that like a friend of mine visited Japan for the first time, and while we were split up, she was walking on her own, and the thing is she can't speak Japanese. So when these girls walked up to her and started like, you know, trying to ask for her contact information and her line and stuff, in her panic, my friend said like, oh no, I don't speak Japanese and I will be gone soon, but my friend lives in Japan, so you can just, you know, use her line. And like, I had to tell her afterwards like, hey, if this happens again, please don't give my line contact to cult recruiters. I get that you panicked, but please don't give out my contact information to cult recruiters in the future. They make you pay for the tea? No, to be fair, I think they do pay the tea for you, but yeah. Yeah, easy. And they, you know, the problem was they were so friendly because like I joined up and they, like, it was really awkward because my friend had been talking to them for a while and she like already like told them that like I would talk to them, so I was like forced into like, you know, messaging them back online, and they were like, oh, okay, so when can you hang for tea? I was like, and I was like, okay, well, what about this day? And I was like, and then like when the day came, I just like sent them a message like, I'm sorry, emergency, can't come, have to cancel, sorry. And they were like, oh, well, that's really sad, so what other day would you be able to meet us for tea sometime? I'm like, press the block button. And I was like, I felt kind of guilty because they were very friendly, but this is it's a well-known thing, it's a well-known scam. Like they are trying to recruit you, they are trying to get you, you know, on, because I'm pretty sure they have like a quota of signups they need to get, and I'm pretty sure they actually don't even care, which the reason why they like go after foreigners, and why a lot of the time it's like college-age girls who are like reasonably good at English approaching foreigners. It's because it's really easy to get them to sign their name onto the list and like have them formally sign into the cult without actually having to have any responsibility to stick around, because they just need to get those names onto the list to get like more signups. It's a thing where they very frequently target tourists, basically. They do it by acting friendly and making you think that like, wow, these cute Japanese girls are gonna take me for a real teaser. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hiya, Han. Hi. Going on dates with cult recruiters for free tea and then ditching them. Do they charge you money? I think if you're actually gonna like, you know, get into it, I'm pretty sure, as most cults do, they ask you to like probably hand in a certain percentage of like your salary every month. I'm pretty sure. I don't know the details. I haven't looked that deeply into it. Like I said, they're pretty good, fine with, I think, like just tourists never showing up again, as long as they like get their names for like their sign up quota. because that like brings them closer to like, you know, in their hierarchy. Yeah, they're very hard to say no to by design. They're very, very nice, very sweet, very polite, incredibly pushy. And because my friend had basically already promised them that like they could just talk to me, I was in a very awkward situation. But yeah, and it's basically the classic pyramid scheme. I was so annoyed with my friend. I had like a talking to with her afterwards, and it's like, look, I get that you panicked. If anybody else ever asks you for things again, you do not say that I will take your place. Ever. You know, I don't care that you're just on holiday and I live here. You do not offer me up as a sacrifice. Don't do this again. To be fair, she was only in Japan for like another like 4 days or something, but even so, I was like, no. She didn't know what to do. What you're supposed to do here, like, and I get that she panicked, but what you're supposed to do is say no. And they are by design very hard to say no to, but what you do is say no. Or like give them your number and then immediately block them after you walk away. I didn't warn them, to be fair. I didn't think that she would get chatted up in the middle of like Sunshine City in Ikabukuho while we were shopping. Not in the Pokemon Center, but in like one of the shops adjacent to it. On the same floor. That's where you say your schedule is full for the next century, yeah? Being used as the fall bunk, Yoshi. Yeah, don't rat out your friend that has to live with it. Oh yeah, next time say I'll join your cult if you join mine. Maybe we can like eve out our sign-up lists. Yeah, when you're tourist you can tell them to go out of tea and then you'll be like, oh sorry, I had to leave the country, goodbye. You always need to warn people. I mean, I didn't know this was gonna happen. I didn't know this was going to happen. It's hard to warn somebody of something you don't know is gonna happen.
It was a phone, probably for staff.
It was just in a
only.
very busy shopping mall, you know?
The carving looked Buddhist in subject, but Mesoamerican in execution.
Let's look around a little bit more before we talk to the guy.
I wanted nothing to do with that statue. It made me nervous somehow.
It's only called
There
to see,
was
but
nothing
yeah.
I wanted to do with the statue except find out where he bought his hat. Très chic.
I mean, you can say assume the worst, but this is the first time it happened to me too. Like, and then after that I learned a lot more about it, but like, before that I hadn't encountered them in the middle of Sunshine City either. Many of an idol was very pushy outside of the station, had me follow me on Twitter and everything. They can be quite pushy, it's true.
There was a huge carving of somebody who must
Not
have
usually
been
that much
important
though,
once.
but...
It was a small flat square of polished obsidian. Nothing like the one I was looking for. According to the caption,
Let's create
this
the other
was
one.
the scrying mirror given to Dr. John Dee by Sir Francis Drake.
Just make yourself a fake identity that's gone a day later. Yeah, like I said, like if they're too pushy, like do let them add you and then block them immediately. Like the second you're gone.
The cabinet was locked.
There you go. Let's talk to this guy then.
Can I help you,
Who
miss?
actually was given to John Dee. Wait! Oh, that's kind of cool. That's like one of the real historical ones then.
What can you tell me about the scrying mirror?
Ah, that belonged to the alchemist and part-time Elizabethan spy, Dr. John Dee. It was brought back from the New World by Sir Francis Drake and presented to him. It's Mayan, you know.
What is a scrying mirror?
It's rather like a crystal ball, and you can't see anything in it. Apparently, he had a partner who used it to talk with angels. If you ask me, you were barking mad.
That's kind of cool. May I interest you in hearing about the Church of Joanna? You can leave a pamphlet at the door. I'm very busy right now. Said I had to accept some groceries. With the signs and ominous voice on speaker. I mean, a lot of them hang around Ikabuko. The thing is, I don't even know which one you're talking about. That's where most of them hang out. Hi, Avi.
Have you ever heard of an English sea captain called El Draco?
El Draco? Not a very English name.
I think that's what the Spanish would have called him. It was about the time of the conquistadors.
16th century. Oh, I know. That's what the Spanish called Sir Francis Drake.
Francis Drake? Have you got anything here that belonged to him?
Indeed, miss. We have a couple of artifacts he brought back from one of his journeys.
I mean, we did find the artifacts. By Ikabuko, my best guess. It's an area with a lot of young people coming through, lots of people in their 20s, 30s, lots of tourists. I figure they might just think it's easy marks.
It didn't look anything like the Coyote Stone. This one was like a little black shaving mirror. Is the scrying mirror the only piece of obsidian Drake gave Dee?
Funny you should ask. There's another called
we did see the Jaguar Stone.
Dee never liked it though. Said there were angels in the mirror, but devils in that stone.
Ah, devils in a stone. I mean, to be fair, they are there to contain the devils, so... Ikibuko is a place that's easy to disappear into. It's true, it's very big crowds. Lots of places you can dive into, so I guess like if you're making a quick getaway for whatever reason, you can quickly like just fade out. That's very true, that's very true. Joe the Slug Engine? Fuck. As long as you don't go to Takase, those baked goods are mine.
Can I take a closer look at Dee's mirror, please?
No, you cannot. That's why the cabinet is locked. They tried some newfangled interactive scheme. And you can guess what happened. Bloody kids ran off with half the exhibits.
I see.
Hands-on experience, my foot. In my days, it was hands off. I ask you, what do kids know about ancient Mayan civilization? Nothing.
Nothing. I'm too scared to talk to those people, so always I'm busy. Exactly. Like I said, like my go-to for like any door-to-door recruitment is just like... Oh, sorry. Ik kan alleen Nederlands praten. Wat? No, sorry. No English. No, sorry. Nihongo? Sorry. That's how you do it, you know? I've heard that Ikabuko is against the skeleton monk and then you have to fight Dante. It's a foolproof tactic, exactly. I'm gonna steal the stuff off the museums, just like the tripod. Yep. For those do I just pretend I'm not the homeowner. I mean, the thing is, if you're not a homeowner, the cults will still maybe try to recruit you. It helps with the door-to-door sales, but... You just gotta steal the stuff off the museum. We'll get it eventually, like the tripod, exactly. I speak English, I say in full English staring at one time that guy respects your arm for some reason that I only knew German. You could have just used Dutch, yeah? How much willpower it takes for someone to request someone that requires him to talk to Asian public? Yup.
Can you tell me something about the Jaguar Stone?
Certainly, miss. The so-called Jaguar Stone was brought back from the Americas by Sir Francis Drake and presented, with, as you already know, the more famous scrying mirror, to John Dee. The old loony didn't like the stone, though. Reckoned it was tainted by the devil. Come along, miss. I'll show you the mirror.
I've already... Oh, never mind.
This guy's Cockney, is he?
John Dee's famous scrying mirror, given to him by Francis Drake.
Do you know if this mirror has any relevance to Tezcatlipoca?
Oh? Tis like... I can't even say it. There's someone here who'll be able to help you.
Doesn't seem to be smoking. Are you gonna catch somebody else? That'll be good.
This young lady has some questions to ask, Professor. I think she's from France.
Professor Roubillet.
Oh, Roubillet.
What? You two know each other, do you?
Oh, gasp.
Excuse me, the telephone.
Gasp.
We meet again.
Mademoiselle, France, eh?
Yes, I believe that's where you live, Professor.
I have a house there, on the outskirts of Paris, but I haven't been back for many months.
Okay. The woman is just closing the door. Oh, imagine while I'm saying that I don't speak English, I'm just slowly closing the door the entire time. I'll go just like, no, sorry. And I just keep pushing the door a little bit close with every word. That's my usual strategy. Because then they can't fight it too much, because like the door is slowly closing on them and they're running out of time very rapidly. So that usually does it.
What can you tell me about the Jaguar Stone, Professor?
It's obsidian, from the Chichen Itza region.
Professor Oublier, your taxi's here.
Oh
If
wow,
you'll
that's all you
excuse
have
me,
to tell me?
I have some
Wow.
urgent business to attend to at the docks.
Huh. Let's see. Slug door closing emote red? Honestly, that would be kind of a funny emote. Just like slowly closing it. Like, no, sorry. I don't want to deal with this. So much more polite. I just short the door without saying anything. No, I do say like, I just like sadly shake my head and I give them like the sad eye and just go like, sorry, no, I'm so sorry. Doors closed. Just shaking my head like really sadly and very like, you know, they can see the guilt and, you know, sadness in my eyes, and like they know that like, you know, if only in another world, you know, but no, not today. You know?
Can you answer me some questions about the Jaguar Stone?
Certainly, miss. If you just step this way.
The puppy dog eyes are very powerful, like my sad eyes, they're undefeated.
It's
Undefeated.
gone. Some sods half-inched it.
Half-inch?
Stolen it, miss. Never mind. The silent alarm will have been tripped. I'm afraid
Must have
nobody
been
can
Professor
leave until our
Oublier.
crack security team gets here.
How long will that take?
Professor
Could be a
Oublier
while.
already left.
It's their tea break.
The thief could be miles away by then.
Don't you worry about that, miss. Just don't try to leave.
It was too much of a coincidence that Oublier showed up and the stone promptly disappeared. I didn't have time for their crack security team to finish that tea. I had to get after him.
There's a distinct lack of swords at this museum. You're right, there could be a few more swords if you ask me. I'm sorry I opened the door in the first place. Well, I have to open the door. What if it's like a package? You know? I mean, you're free to say it there, but it's a little bit profane, so I'm not gonna read that out loud.
I didn't steal the stone. I was nowhere near it.
So who do you suppose did steal it?
I mean, probably Professor Oublier, but I don't think he's gonna believe it when I say that, but it's definitely Professor Oublier. You know?
It must have been Oublier.
Huh. Begging your pardon, but he's a man of letters. A professor.
So was Moriarty. Man of letters or not, he's
Makes a
your
good
culprit.
point. Makes a good point. Yeah, I guess Mesoamerican civilizations weren't really big on swords, it's true. I think there's probably some swords in this museum in a different room, though.
Don't you think it's suspicious that Oublier has urgent business at the docks?
Not in the slightest, young lady. He's gone to oversee the unloading of cargo. An exhibition of Mayan sculpture on loan from Mexico City.
What's the name of the ship?
The Xibalba Princess. Moored down by Tower Bridge.
Oh, I guess I can
Why do you
call
ask?
Georgie about it. And then Georgie
Just
can like
wondering.
go and investigate the ship while we're stuck here.
Thank
That
you.
would probably
You've
still
been
work.
most helpful.
That would still work.
I
Okay.
didn't need to make a call.
Oh, are you sure you could call Georgie about the ship? No foresight. No foresight. The guy's got a strong lean. He's got like posture that is so good. It started curving in the opposite direction.
There was nothing else.
You know, that's how good his lean is.
I doubted the girls would be any help to me.
There's an Alaskan group that had swords as well. Nice. To be fair, a lot of, you know, civilizations out the world developed swords because it turns out sticking things with a pointy stick is really good. a good way to kill him. How did we leave Central America without an exit visa? Well, kind of we were on the run, so I'm guessing that like once we finished dealing with like... It's actually a good question. I guess like we hitched the boat like once Nico like recovered. Or something. I think a lot of stark weapons in the Central Americas were made with obsidian. It's true. Like, I mean, to be fair, we were kind of on like an escape route. I guess we figured out a way. They do have cool looking other weapons. True. Yeah, specifically steel or iron swords that made them stand so much. Stand supposed to be a Buddha? I'm not sure because these are like Mesoamerican things.
I wanted nothing to do with that statue. It made me nervous somehow.
Can I open this cabinet now? Okay. Still not.
The cabinet was locked.
Cabinet's still locked. What's in my bag? Actually.
There was nothing very useful in my bag. Just a single hair clip.
Could be used for picking a lock, perhaps? Could perhaps be used for picking a lock?
That's the kind of thing Georges would do. Not me.
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. That is the kind of thing George would do. She is correct. She is correct.
The cabinet was locked.
I mean, it's just...
That's the kind of thing Georges would do. Not me.
Well, if you don't want to call Georgie, then... Oh, thank you for the biddies. Thank you. Okay.
Perhaps I'm a Philip.
I mean, can I get behind the curtain? Thoughts immediately go to crime. Look, this is a point-and-click adventure game. Of course, my first thought is crime. It's like almost a requirement.
Excuse me, miss. Please don't touch the exhibits.
Yeah, don't just talk about George. Harness his powers. Precisely. Let me think. Like, what would be the best way to go about this? Because I'm assuming if I try to walk, he'll stop me.
I'm sorry, miss, but I shall have to ask you to stay.
Maybe I can investigate the scene of the crime.
You don't suspect me of stealing the stone?
No, but you will have to make a statement to the police. You're a witness.
Drill, need to do some paperwork? No worries, have a good time. Thank you for coming by. Okay.
It would probably be less suspicious if I kept away from the empty case.
I mean, if you don't want to inspect the empty case, then...
I didn't want the mask, although...
I mean, then... What do you want to do in here?
Perhaps I'm a Philip.
I mean, all I have is a bin...
I didn't need...
And some cases. And my bag. And she refuses to do what Georgie would do. So, you know, by not doing what Georgie would do...
There was nothing I wanted to do with the statue except find out where he bought his hat. Très chic.
Check out the other display. You mean this one? Like, I can't open it. I tell the ladies with my hair clip. Yeah, see if they have something to say about that.
The cabinet was locked.
Where's an examine?
The cabinet contained a dagger decorated with Mayan designs. That's the kind of thing...
I mean, I guess maybe I can talk to him about the dagger. I guess I haven't talked to him about daggers yet. Is it an illusion? You think you're just hallucinating. It's true.
I didn't think the museum attendant would be interested in a hair grip. Not even a cute one like this. Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Not sure if he has been most helpful. Don't think the ladies are gonna help us much.
I doubted the girls would be any help to me.
At this point, I feel like I've looked at
I
all the
doubted the-
things in the museum.
Perhaps I didn't.
She still doesn't want to make a phone
It was a-
call. Am I missing something to click on? Something I can click on
I
over
wanted
here.
no. The carving looked. There was a huge carve.
I see. There must be something obvious I'm missing. The main issue is that she doesn't want to commit a crime.
There was nothing. That's the kind of thing.
If only she was willing to commit a crime, this would be so much easier. I guess not everybody can be Georgie, huh?
Perhaps I'm a.
Like, the bag the girls have is kind of suspicious. I half suspect I need to, like, steal a
doubt it.
bag. Oh, hi, so hi.
I doubted I could sneak this enormous stone out under my jacket.
He's now educated enough, she doesn't know how
The
to break
carving
it.
looked Central or South American in style. Perhaps Aztec.
Don't have any more dialogues with the curator, unless more of them.
There was nothing.
No, nothing more unlocked.
The mask. There was a.
Oh, there is a key in the lock. Okay, hold on. Oh, she's unwilling to approach the cabinet, but she is willing to take the key. Oh, Nico. Well, that's fine then. That's not suspicious. Okay, I missed the pixel for the key, so I guess that was the issue. Well, let's start stealing stuff then. Let's start stealing stuff.
The cabinet was locked.
You want to use the key on that?
The key unlocked the case.
Okay, start stealing stuff, huh? I should probably save. Stealing stuff. Okay. Can you take the key? Yep. Hey, there, Don. Hey.
I
Take that
locked the
with me.
case again and took the key.
Man, stealing stuff in this place is easy. They're hardly stopping you. Gabriel, thank you for the
key
follow.
Didn't fit this lock.
I can only steal the dagger, huh? Well, sir, it seems somebody has stolen your dagger. You should go check it out. She just doesn't have enough points in lockpicking like George does. I see. Well, hello, sir.
Take a look at this.
What are you doing with that?
Just looking. What was it used for?
It's a sacrificial dagger, and I'd feel a lot happier if you put it down.
He doesn't seem to care that much, all things considered. All fun and games until you realize they have grocery store theft detectors. I mean, he doesn't seem to care that much. I mean, maybe if I say, like, the key was in the lock, that's how he stole it, that will help.
Look at this. The thief left this key in the cabinet.
Must be the professor's.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That makes the theft an inside job, right?
Oh dear.
Exactly.
In other words, the thief was Professor Oublié.
Exactly.
Well, let's leave that for the police to decide, shall we? I better phone them right away.
You better do. Yeah, the obsidian dagger isn't that valuable. He's not very insistent. I put it back.
Hello?
I knew I had nothing to worry about if the police were called.
Yes, I'll hold.
But I had to catch up with Oublié, and fast.
Well, let's go sneak around then. Yep.
The doors were securely locked.
I see.
The doors were securely locked.
Oh, I can't use the key on that.
The door.
What about the dagger? No way!
I levered the handle open with the thin dagger.
No! Meanwhile, back in the Caribbean. Ancient artifact. She refused to lockpick, but using a dagger?
The room had been decorated to resemble the interior of a sailing ship. It was disturbingly effective.
Okay, well, I guess Georgie is in the museum again. Georgie would be so proud. Georgie would be so proud. She's learning.
The ship looked too fragile to touch. It was a beautifully crafted model of a sailing ship. March 20th, 1670 fix. Engaged frigate off Fan Salvador?
Oh no, you can't read cursive.
I guess being a pirate didn't require too many academic qualifications. The passage went on to describe how Ketch had got wind of the approach of a fleet of English ships. It seemed the new governor had not shared his predecessor's views on Ketch's activities.
I see. So
They
it was
were
a
out
change
for
of
his
power.
blood. Sailed to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover that which I had hidden. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle?
Well, that's the Bible quote. Than for, what is it, like a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven? In full, I think, something along those lines, even if not those exact words. Long as it's difficult to read, it's true. Oh, and hi, Mr. Jill. Meow. I hope my legs hurt. Oh, get yourself some rest this weekend. Get yourself some rest. This will need some tact and finesse. That might be a hint for where we can find it. Maybe something to do with riches, in terms of like looking for it, or even like it will be like hidden in a place where a rich man would never look.
The top surface of the desk had a large recessed area set into it. I guessed it was intended to stop things rolling off in heavy seas. There was also an inkwell, and a few inches away, a small hole with a feather placed in it.
How easy it's for me to pass through the Eye of Needle? Considering I'm bonus and can shapeshift, quite easy. You know,
That
you
looked
forget
like
my
that's
powers.
where it was supposed to be, so I left it there.
Though remember that like the more condensed I am, the more evil I am. So for a Joro to be so small to pass through the Eye of a Needle, that might be the most evil Joro yet. Hiya Nana, hi.
Okay, I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
That said, if you're doing a 10-minute walk, it might be good to just keep doing that for a while, because 10 minutes isn't that bad. I walk like 30 minutes to 60 minutes on the regular if I'm like just going out to buy stuff. Right now, maybe not so easy. Like now, I might struggle to fit inside of a needle. Become very long and thin worm to pass through the needle eye. Yup. Hey, Shido, hi.
It was an actual pirate ship chart.
Okay, so this seems to be interactable.
Okay. I've had my hands
with the
on a
room, so
historical
maybe
document.
I should put it
Now
on the desk here. It seems to be a logical place where I would put a chart. Would make sense.
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk.
That's what I thought. So let's take the quill. Probably you want to like trace a line or something.
That might come in useful in ticklish situations.
Oh, Georgie.
That looked like that.
Oh, Georgie. Okay, we might have to
The
find
desk
something
had
else.
obviously been cut to fit the
I
chart.
have to figure out what the...
Or maybe vice versa.
What the puzzle is here first. Okay. Hey, Star Pop, welcome in.
Surprise!
Oh, there's Emily. That was her name, right? She's like a clown's daughter. We've missed the clown the first game, but in the second one she's coming back. The spiritual successor.
What the?
Watch out, she might have a bomb.
Who are you?
I'm Emily.
What were you doing in there, Emily?
Hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-ups? Pff, I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws?
Jaws.
Jeez.
Make your mind up.
Sorry for being quiet. No worries. Hope you're having a good time in Monster Hunter.
What can you tell me about Captain Ketch?
That's him on the wall, in the picture.
Yeah? Boy, that's interesting.
He was a sailor captain. This is his house.
She speaks like your aunt who has been smoking for 20 years? Well, she doesn't sound that old, does she? But then again, I don't know a lot of British people, so...
Why don't you go play with Rio?
I'm not allowed.
How come?
Because Aunt Frost says I'm not allowed out of the house. That's why, Mr.
Oh.
Nosy Beak.
Well, that's a bit
bad.
protective. Not all, but kind of hard. Oh, like her throat is kind of hurting? To be fair, mine is kind of dry too. It's been a really dry day. Let me sip a little bit more. Okay.
Why don't you ask your other aunt if you can play with Rio?
Aunt Mina's cuckoo. Aunt Frost says so. She says when the Lord handed out common sense, Aunt Mina was off getting double portions of chin.
I mean, I think they're both a little bit cuckoo.
That Rio's a smart kid. He helped me outwit Bronson.
Rio is clever. He can spit ever so far.
Oh. I'm not sure if those correspond, but...
Look, an ancient Mayan stone.
Is that a magic stone?
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
Oh.
Would you like to play darts?
No.
Oh, come on. I'll throw, you catch.
That's dangerous. Darts will stick in me and make me bleed.
Oh. Maybe that's how you can tell someone is smart? I hope not, because I'm really bad at spitting. I've never been good at it. That mean my smarts are terribly low.
Do you know how to use a theodolite?
Need to find some
You
Peter
don't learn
Pan,
anything
yeah.
about surveying at my school. Not until 5th grade.
I see. Hey, she has a very jolly theme song. Very clownesque.
Yow!
Huh?
I should have known better than to put my hand in there. Grandma Stobart had a nasty experience in a water butt once.
What's inside?
It was an old wooden barrel. Maybe it was from Ketch's ship.
Oh, wait, what did you put in the... What, was it a crab?
Whatever lived in that barrel could stay there as far as I was concerned.
Well, something bit him. Splinters. Got bit by the splinters. Don't put your hand in the cookie jar. True that, true that. Hey, yours. Hey. Do you find Joe's summer palace? Yes, this is where I live in the summer.
Aye, Captain Stobart.
What do you think Emily is thinking?
Take it, Captain. My lad's dead. Abandoned ship.
What do you think Emily thought of that?
Maybe that wheel was from Ketch's ship. Suddenly, I was 12 years old again. It was a ship's bell.
Two bells and all's well.
Pirates were cool.
I mean, remember that we're technically the second visitor today. I wonder if the stone has already been stolen here as well. Grounded old man George Stobart, yep. Nah, he's more of a Peter Pan experience.
Captain Frederick Ketch,
Hey, Johnston.
1570. Around his neck was a cross. Maybe he was a part-time pirate.
I mean, we already got one religious quote from the Bible earlier, so we might get a few more then. I'll do my best to remember.
It was the portrait of Captain Ketch. The portrait might have made a nice souvenir, but it was too large to
Inspect it
carry.
closely. At least he acted more mature for a moment there, yeah? And hey, action, hey. Okay. Let's check the ship again.
The ship looked too fragile to touch.
Mia needs to stop smoking, so we should throw water on it. Someone should tell it it's terribly bad for its lungs. You would make Guybrush Threepwood proud. Indeed, and that's what matters.
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me, stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
Such a beautiful
There's a
day.
storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
Rio said that too.
So, I can see the whole world
Rio
from
said
the
that
window.
too.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm busy.
Will the mirror switch to vaping? Well, the long-term effects of those are not completely known yet, as they say.
That cross you're wearing, Emily?
It's my lucky
It's
Jesus
the same as the
cross.
guy in
It's
the...
just like the one Captain
Catch,
Ketch
yeah.
wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Did I offer you a soggy worm that I don't have anymore?
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to have a puppy in my pocket right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
Well, I don't have a puppy. I don't have a puppy, unfortunately. Anything else in his chest, perhaps? Well, nothing she wouldn't know about, I suppose. I guess I can start giving her stuff. Kids love
There were
worms,
several
right?
things I wanted to say to that awful kid, but I held my tongue.
How about the sock puppets? How about my funny statue of the evil guy?
She wouldn't have been interested.
Oh, you never know with kids. Kids can have weird interests. She just showed to her. You never know.
She wouldn't have been in.
Hmm?
She wouldn't have been interested.
Thank God. You never know with George. You never know.
She wouldn't have been interested.
Okay, I think not a lot of stuff she might be interested in here.
She wouldn't have been interested.
What if the mirror with entirely reflecting surface is covered in nicotine patches? Well, it would not be smoking anymore then. I suppose.
The ship sailed. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall. For is it not writ that?
You already read that. There must be something more going on in here that we can. Oh, there's a cutlass. You want a cutlass, small child? You want a sword?
It would have been easy to reach the cutlass and slip it in my pocket. It would also have been the most regrettable action of my life.
Nah, put it in your pocket, no problem. Give me the mirror kit so I can continue to commit war crimes.
It was a shiny and very sharp-looking pirate's cutlass. It was the portrait of Captain Ketch.
Not
The
much I can
portrait might have
interact
made a
with.
nice souvenir.
Except for maybe something I can drop in the barrel. Hey, Black Yobi. Hey. Okay. I guess I can put this in the barrel and maybe it will crush whatever is underneath. And just like murder whatever is inside. Oh, hey, this might
Whatever
work.
lived in that barrel
No.
could stay
Dang.
there as far as I was concerned.
Dang, I thought I had it. Could I just drop the poison dart? Ah, this might work. No? No, he refuses. Never mind. Dang, the music changing had me hopeful. With the kid in the barrel, I'm not sure if the kid is willing to go into the barrel. Okay. If not the barrel, we've got the inkwell. Oh, I guess I can. If there's the.
bells and all's well. Pirates were cool.
I guess, hold on, I didn't notice the inkwell earlier. If I dip the pen in ink, maybe I can use it. Hold up. Oh. Well?
It was an indented well in the corner of the desk. I guess it was intended to hold ink, but it seemed unnecessarily wide. Maybe Ketch had used it to hold his rum bottles steady in heavy seas.
Well, I bet that's where the cross goes.
That looked like that's where it was supposed to be.
I bet we need the cross, put it in the corner, and that's why, like, the quote. But then we do need to find her some kind of gift that she wants, though. I have a feeling. Okay. Need to do something with the map, clearly. I think that's. Like, unless we can force something into the inkwell, which I doubt. I think we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing with the map. Oh, lantern. I can pick up the lantern. Okay, good start.
Holding that lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale. The lantern fitted so precisely
Okay, so
in the
not the
inkwell,
cross, I
it
guess.
could only be deliberate.
Okay.
What you doing, Jaws?
I put the lantern in the inkwell. See? It fits.
Why?
Because it was cut to fit.
Why?
Because sneaky old Captain Ketch made it that way.
Why?
What is with all the questions?
'Cause I'm interested.
He's a child.
Why?
'Cause I have the insatiable curiosity of the young.
Why?
All right. Truce.
Okay.
That looked like that's where it...
So, maybe we use the shadow.
There were several things I wanted.
The shadow, if we like now use the pen. Oh, like maybe because I was thinking maybe the shadow. Oh, if I put the pen back in the pen holder, will the shadow land across the map and show me something? Yeah, I think so.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off, will ya? There's something you want to know. I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I've put the feather back. Are you happy now?
Don't you want to steal it anymore?
For the last time, I didn't steal it.
That's your word against mine, and I'm the one with the dimples.
You know, I think George might have finally found his match. You know, he's awfully sassy with most adults, but he can't match up to the child.
That looked like that's where it was supposed to be, so I left it.
You don't want to check it out? I mean, clearly there's... Like, look at the shadow.
That looked...
Look at the shadow, George. Look at the shadow.
That looked...
Kids sharp adopt him. Yeah, I'm getting annoyed by Crash. It's the most hypocrite thing ever. He can't, you know, he can dish it out, but he can't take it.
What you doing now?
Grown-up stuff.
I doubt that.
I've put the feather back. Are you happy now?
Don't you want to steal it anymore?
For the
That's your word against mine.
There were several things. That looked...
I mean, there must be something else I can do then. If he doesn't want to. Look at the desk at this point. Child is too strong. He's outmatched, outnumbered.
Wrong.
I'm starting to feel like I need to cross for something. Like I'm definitely missing an ingredient too. Whatever I need on the desk here. Because to me, I feel like I should just be able to look at the desk over there, but...
The desk had obviously been... It was one of those...
Because it's the light fall. It seems like quite an obvious solution to the puzzle, but... There must be like another part to it. In that case.
It was a shiny...
Something in the portrait?
It was the portrait of Captain Ketch.
Oh, the room is not
portrait
self-contained? Wait, it isn't? Oh, this totally felt like a dead-end room. Okay, thank you for letting me know. If I can just leave, then things are different, I suppose. Ah. Did I put my hand in the barrel again? I did. He refuses to. Okay, cat's still
I
eating.
wasn't going to risk the
Still
novelty
eating
value
the
of...
fish. Doesn't want to get those things. I guess it might be worth talking to Rio again. Because everybody else is basically gone. I suppose. Yep, but Rio's still there. Let's take a look-see then. Let's take a look-see.
What do you give to a small, irritating
for the
girl
gift.
who asks about
Give
everything?
her a fish.
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
That's actually a good
Usually
suggestion.
because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Huh.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night, when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
And remember who gave that worm to you, buddy? Yeah, that's right. I gave you that worm.
What do you need to catch a tigerfish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
Oh, okay. I have an idea. If I combine the feather with this thing, maybe I can make my own impromptu fancy fishing fly. Because those have like feathers and stuff on them usually, I think. That said, he was catching more than pufferfish. He gave us a bunch of regular fish, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check if I can take anything from the net this time. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, what can you catch with a banana string? Well, anything really. Depends on how hard you guys want to work on the ocean. Are you gonna make sure you like swim around? Do your best to catch those fish? You know, that's really up to the bun, who's at the end of the string. Is this bun gonna put the work in, is my question. Okay. Maybe a sea bun? Well, a sea bun would poison all your fish, so that's ill-advised. A bun though? A bun will do well. Okay, so if I combine these two...
No.
Oh.
That was...
Well, I figured combining...
That isn't it.
Oh, my idea was to combine the feather with something else. To make the bait. This is karmic justice from you. Put poor Chacha on my fishing line in Monster Hunter.
There were several things I
It is indeed. It is indeed. You get the FT of the light. You can use it to smack fish net. Oh, can we catch a sea bun with a bun? Oh, you might be able to. You might be able to, yeah. You know, I think a bun could pull it off. If they swam very fast. And didn't bite it, because then the bun would die. Okay, well, let's see what he thinks of the feather. You know, as a start.
What you got there?
Any use for a quill?
What's a quill?
It's what people used to write with in Captain Ketch's days.
No, I'd sooner be fishing.
I was trying to do it. You have to... you gave him a mag that was caveman weed. Oh, I see. How do we catch a Joro? Some of you guys have made summoning circles before. I think that's probably still the best way to go about it.
No.
Then I have to combine it somehow. I feel like... I do feel like that's probably...
There was nothing else.
A part of it, though. Bun can die, it's just a fishing bait. No! Don't kill the bun. The bun is like there to like catch the fish with its bare hands, you know? How would we reel in a Joanna? You gotta give her the scoop. Doesn't want you to notice, but it only takes a bun on the screen. Of course, I'd go and rescue the bun. If anybody were to tie up my lovely, you know, subjects, I would of course immediately want to rescue. A hamburger.
The ship looked...
Bun on the screen would probably do better. Ditto much would also work, yeah. I feel like I'm onto something. With like... feather. But I have awfully little... use it, right? Unless I use it on the cutlass. Cut up the feather? No. Well, on the right track, but miss a step in between. Like I said, I feel like you have to combine the feather somehow with something. I once said carrot cake. Carrot cake would also be a smart choice. Not really sure what I can combine the feather with, though. Whatever's in the barrel? No. Do not add to the feather? Really? Did I just keep talking to the guy? Let's the cat will play with the feather for a second. Maybe I can subtract from it. Oh wait, I can play with the cat. Okay.
The cat made short work of the feather,
there we go.
tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces.
There are many ways to catch a Joe, it's true.
I wasn't going to...
Can I pick up the small pieces? Oh. Oh, there we go, feather sweats. I was about to say. Well, now the shadow on the map theory isn't gonna work out anymore, though. I figured I'd have to put the feather back in eventually. You know, in due time. Or I guess maybe the cross is enough to solve the puzzle on the map. Okay.
What you've got there?
Hey, this is just what you need to make a fly.
Thanks. Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
Thank you for the conch, sir. We're gonna trade that for a cross. Hey, Rosalia. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Here we go. Can you catch a Joe with a piece of good cheese? Yes. You can indeed catch me with a piece of good cheese. That may actually work.
I've got a conch. Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
That's
I'm
right.
not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws? Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no?
Yes.
Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay, we'll do swapsies.
There we go. Very nice, very nice. Okay. You're just the strangest man. You gotta be to be an adventure game protagonist. Are you not gonna use the cross there? Oh, you're telling me that fits in the pen holder?
Ketch's cross slipped snugly into the
that's
pen
fair,
holder.
far-fetched,
Before you
but-
ask, I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
The lantern cast
I mean, I'm
a
sure I'll
strong
give her the
light
crucifix
over the
back.
desktop. The
Because
light
there's no
cast a
reason for
shadow
George
of
to
the
keep
cross.
it. Once we like figure out
And
this
the shadow
clue.
fell precisely over a
There we
small,
go.
unnamed island
Small?
shaped like a skull.
You mean the main island in this picture? Did you really need to cross to figure out where to go from that?
That must be it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Uh-oh. That's Zombie Island.
Oh.
It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
No.
The hell you can.
I never get to leave the house.
Oh, poor girl. Well, at least he gets a cross back. Yeah, the two requirements are being very strange and very weak.
I wasn't going to take the cross out of the holder. Somehow I just knew that was where it was supposed to be.
I mean, clearly, yeah. Okay, so do I just leave that? Kind of feels like I got what I need to know. Do I just leave? Usually the game proceeds forwards if you like figure things out, so... Really? Maybe I should talk to Emily first. Maybe she has more to say. Maybe that's it? Okay. No adventure game protectors
There
for
were
the south
several
would win a
things I wanted
one-on-one
to say
fight
to
with
that awful
anyone.
kid.
Exactly.
But I held my tongue.
Strength is not a requirement. In the slightest. Kleptomania? Might be. That one is quite often a necessity. Well, I guess I'll have to ask Rio to use his boat or something. That's probably what the boat is there for. Okay, see if Rio needs convincing one more time. Hey Bruno, welcome in. Okay, yeah, we're traveling to Monkey Island now. That's actually kind of fun. I wonder if we'll get more references over there. We already got one earlier this game.
Would you take me to, Zombie Island?
In this weather? You're madman.
A
The
storm's
rain will
coming.
keep the zombies indoors. Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well, I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
Yeah, Spy Fox. I mean, I guess Spy Fox is an exception of being a very physically skilled adventure game protagonist. You just want to rob a chicken with a pulley? Give it time. Georgie picks up a lot of junk. They drove him into the ocean with a cutlass. Oh my, okay.
So, this was Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister.
Yeah, looks quite nice, really.
Come on, Rio. Let's find that treasure.
No, thanks. I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah, but that was while there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
Okay, well, that's probably a good place to save then, Zombie Island. There we go. Maybe Scooby-Doo will be here. Yeah, exactly. And we've seen an adventure game with difficulty settings based on how more kleptomaniacal the protagonist is. Could be a fun concept to work around. That said, I'm a little sleepy. And this seems like a very good place to, like, you know, wrap things up for the night. Go into Zombie Island next time. Now I'm mixing it up. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. And have a good time. More Broken Sword next week. So till then, thank you all so much for coming. To all the lurkers, thank you for lurking. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time, and I'm gonna sleep very well. I'll probably be back again on Monday, so see you all then. Till then, bye 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 bye. Bye bye.